arguing about the AIG controversy and the bailout and bonuses thing. He was saying that the AIG guys should get their bonuses. And he says, you know, it's funny. Scott DePace used the argument. By the way, 100 people wrote this, and I missed it yesterday. Scott DePace, while discussing the AIG bailout bonuses, Scott goes, the executives should get their bonuses because it was written for in a legal contract. And then he said that the contractually and legally agreed to terms between the car companies and unions should be dissolved. He contradicts himself.
Right.
He says, like most Republicans, he's only
like
for
unions.
the executives.
Yeah, he doesn't
he's
like
not
unions.
for the working man.
So the union contract should be thrown out and disregarded.
But these contracts should be honored.
Yeah. And also about the dog advice, I received a email from Sam Simon, who works with animals, and said I was 100% correct that you should never hit your dog. He said, as one of the nation's largest providers of free certified assistance dogs for the deaf, I must comment on your theories of dog training. Howard, you are unequivocally 100% correct. Hitting your dog accomplishes nothing. And the methods you described are the ones my trainers use for dogs that achieve the most elite level of training. Furthermore, I wonder why someone like Scott DePace would even get a dog. It appears that DePace, like his right-wing politics, is cruel and without empathy or compassion. I've heard that even Hitler was nice to his dog. Sadly, the same cannot be said of Scott DePace.
Yes, DePace said on the wrap-up show he would continue doing whatever he described here yesterday, and then in about a month it would work.
Yeah, and even like Jason said to me, isn't that a sign of low intelligence that, you know, you gave him some really good advice, he asked for advice, and then he just can't absorb it. He can't. The Sam Simon Foundation will be happy to rescue Scott DePace's dog and find it a loving forever home.
Oh.
Where they don't hit.
Yeah, where they don't hit. Hitting a dog, right, Fred? You've got dogs.
No, dude, you just don't do that. It's like, you know, it just makes them crazy, and it doesn't change the behavior. It just makes them afraid of you.
Right. Scott, you were busted by the audience. What is your argument on this AIG thing? Forget the dog. You respect the contracts of the executives, but you don't respect union contracts.
They're not comparable.
Why?
But, well, in the case of the car companies, my argument is that the unions are largely at fault for causing the company to fail.
That's
the
not
AIG.
true.
Hold on, that's my argument. The AIG contracts have nothing to do with AIG failing.
Well, you could blame the executives for not getting the job done properly.
It
and
does
watching
have
their own
These
business.
bonuses. Did you read the op-ed that I sent you?
Yes, I did.
And what did you think of that?
There are some executives who had nothing to do with the failing of AIG, and they were promised bonuses, and now they're not getting them, and they're upset about it.
So the
And I
guy's working
understand
for
that.
nothing.
I understand that. But for the most part, you understand, in the one breath you say you have to honor contracts at AIG, but you're saying you don't have to honor union contracts.
No,
You
I'm
can't
not
have it
saying
both
that.
ways.
I'm saying
That's
that
what
if
you
we're
said.
going to dump money into a company to make it work, you need to make sure that it's going to work from the start, or else you don't do it.
And secondly,
and in the case of the contracts, the union contracts, from what I hear, it costs $75 an hour for an American car company to make.
I've heard that figure is misleading.
and it's
by the way.
$45 for the foreign cars. You can't compete like that.
And secondly, Sam Simon says what you're doing is wrong. Every expert that
Tell Sam to go sit back on his mansion and just...
Every expert that is employed by the Sam Simon Foundation, and there's many, all are dog trainers, agree with me.
Have you ever spoken to a dog trainer? Seriously.
I could care less, Fred. I've had dogs my whole life.
Don't ask me again for advice. Don't ask me again for advice and then ignore it.
Well, just because I got your advice doesn't mean I have to take it as gospel.
You should be hitting your dog?
I don't. It's not like the dog yelps when I hit her.
Oh, come on.
It's a tap on the ass, and she knows she did wrong.
A tap on the ass isn't going to teach her anything.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
and
not.
then I throw her outside.
Not only that, she's not doesn't even understand why you're doing it.
She does.
No.
She goes on. All right, then why yell? What's the difference? Does a lion tamer not use a whip? What do you want him to just talk to the lion?
He's a fucking lion.
Well, what's the difference?
Lions eat people. Dogs are loyal pack animals.
What's the difference between a lion and a horse? Does a horse use a whip?
I saw the most. If you are not a dog lover after this, there is a video going around on the internet. Kid Chris sent it to me. I should send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Picture this: a dog is it's a like a homeless dog or so, or a dog that's lost, walking on a busy highway, four lanes. The dog gets hit by a car.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Miraculously, it looks like the dog's dead. It's laying there in the middle, and all the cars are just going and going and going. No one's stopping. Another dog sees this, runs out to help the dog, and she wants to drag the dog to the side of the road to help the dog. It doesn't use its mouth because she knows the mouth would hurt the dog. Pushes with her paws to move this dog. And this is a big dog. Pushes the dog to the other side of the street. Finally, people start to notice. And they stop cars and they try to help the dog move the dog. And it turns out both dogs are fine. And even the one that got hit is perfectly fine. Minor injuries.
Wow.
But imagine this dog is so loyal to another dog. And it tried to move the dog to safety. I mean, that's the most moving thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
You're never going to find. You go compare a dog to a fucking tiger?
No, I'm just saying that they're animals. At the end of the day, they're animals, and they understand.
Do you need to mistreat them? Because
I'm not mistreating. I'm loving that dog. I'm telling that dog how she's going to do well in my family.
Tell her, don't hit her.
Yeah, she doesn't speak.
You can tell her. She does, they understand. They understand. What do you got, a lab?
Yeah.
A lab is as bright as a 3-year-old and can understand a vocabulary.
Actually, I think the lab might be smarter than you.
Yeah.
Fred, you know what? I question your intelligence sometimes too, pal.
Oh, come on. Fred's intelligence?
Yeah.
You think you're smarter than Fred?
Bring it on, dude.
Sure, let's take an IQ test.
Bring it on.
Let's take
No
an
way
IQ
you'll
test.
beat Fred.
I think I might. I think Fred has a great memory, but that's about it.
No, it's more than memory. The guy's got basic
Well,
intelligence.
listen, don't attack me. I'm quite intelligent.
It was a joke. It wasn't an attack.
You're also
Fred,
Should I hit you with a newspaper to see that you understand it?
What do you want to? What do you want to go up
type A,
against
aren't
Fred
you?
and name the subject? Name it.
No, an IQ test would be fair.
IQ test.
Sure.
He'll beat you. My money's on him.
Well, let's see.
Scott, I think you're a bright guy, but you're not smart.
Let's bring it on.
Fred, you think you'll beat him in an IQ test? Any
I have
chance
no
I could lose
idea.
money here?
I'm not going to take it.
You won't?
No, because I don't like IQ tests.
You don't want to
Yeah,
know.
what was an IQ test for someone of our age? What does that consist of? Logic questions, like basic?
Yeah, logic, command of
Patterns.
language,
Right.
patterns, spatial.
Right.
Hey, listen.
Memory?
Let me tell you
Anyway,
something.
my
Memory
dog
has a lot
loves
of
Fred, I'll tell you why Fred's smarter than you. Number one, you see him on this Win Fred's Money. The guy knows tons of shit.
It's
He's
unreal.
got great memory. Awesome.
More than memory.
Yeah, but that's knowledge.
He's got knowledge.
I'm not saying
Secondly,
he's stupid.
he
I'm
plays
just
good-
saying I am not.
He plays an instrument. That shows me a high mathematical ability.
I was great in math.
Yeah, but can you play guitar?
No, I've never.
play any
I've
instruments?
never bothered. No.
Yeah, he's got a basic curiosity.
Can he play golf?
Howard,
Can he play golf?
Can he play golf?
Any idiot can play golf.
Oh,
But
my
you-
goodness.
Go ahead. Let's see what brilliant Gary has
He
to say.
doesn't play
now.
music because he thinks it's stupid. He said as much. He thinks
It's a
stupid.
waste of
What
time.
do you mean? What did he
Stop.
tell you? What do you mean it's a waste of time? What does he talk about?
He thinks that to send your kid to take music lessons when you know that they're not going to be great at it is a complete waste of time.
Then
See,
why-
Gary,
I know that.
Gary cannot even say
But
what.
then why
that's
golf
not
if you're never
what
gonna
I
be genius?
said. It's not what I said.
What'd you say,
I
Johnny?
said that I would not be one to if my child wanted to go to a college that it was all about music. I wouldn't support that.
You didn't
Why?
say
Because
college. You said you wouldn't let your kid take lessons even as a grammar school kid.
no, I wouldn't.
Yes, you
I
did.
just
You
said
said
that I
from the
would.
office.
I do not want to support. This thinking that you're going to get rich through music because I
Who said
realize
Rich?
what
What
a
if you
dead end
just enjoy
street.
playing music?
Yeah, to have fun. That's one thing.
Yeah.
If you start taking it serious, it's.
There's been no seriously. There have been
taking it
studies
serious.
that have been done that prove when kids take music courses and play music, it improves the right side of the brain, which is the math section, the language section.
Listen, you
it
guys
makes them better students.
Go back and look at that refrigerator back there in the kitchen and see the thousands of CDs that are sitting there that people put their life and heart into, and they get nothing out
Scott,
of it.
you really sound like a
getting apples
McCarthy
and
era.
oranges.
Fucking,
He's not,
It's
you know,
a waste.
here's the thing. He's not being honest because he's saying
Yes, I am.
this was about, going to college. That I understand.
Right.
We had a long conversation in front of the entire office. Everyone will back me up. That if your son wanted to play an instrument, it would be okay, but you would not push your child to play an instrument now because you think that it's a dead end and that they're not going to learn anything
Understand the
from it.
difference.
Does
If he came to me and said he wanted to play, I'd say sure, go ahead, that's fine. But I'm not going to sit there and go, you need to take guitar lessons because that's the way to the future.
No, but you might
wanna know
say
something.
that's
You're
not the
100 I'm
reason
going to
to
tell you why
do
you're
it.
100% wrong. My father, in fact, forced me to take piano. He didn't force me, but he said, "Look, I really think you should take piano." He didn't think I was going to be the next Beatles, but he said, gee, in my life, I always wished I knew an instrument,
Me too, man.
and I always wished that.
I don't. I'm just saying these are your opinions.
That's because you have no imagination.
Knowing how to play an instrument is so much fun in life that you bond with other people through it.
I'm envious.
It's a language. It's like learning Spanish or learning something. It's something that brings
you never learned
closer to
sports. Isn't that aren't you missing there?
Scott, I am, and I wish I had. That's what I'm telling you. I wasn't going to be Babe Ruth, but the fact is, I wish I had been more active in my earlier life. I have a big regret about that.
And what do you think is more important, sports or music?
Both.
Yeah, but Scott, playing piano or guitar, you could do when you're 80 years old.
You don't have to choose one or the other. It's called an enrichment in life.
My opinion.
Why read a book?
But he feels like
why play golf? Why?
Because it's fun. I do it for fun. I would never sit there and quit my job thinking I'm going to join the pro tour.
Do you want your kid to read literature?
Sure.
Why? He's not going to be an author.
Right. Because come on. That's
what do you mean?
Don't you think it's a quantum leap to say that because you encourage your son to take an instrument, that in 15 years he's going to throw his life away trying to follow that dream? You're just letting him play music, have fun. It opens up a whole world.
I am saying there are many other things I would choose over music that I would encourage him to do.
See, this is
That's
where
at the bottom of my list.
This is where behind his back.
This
is where behind his back we have the conversation like maybe he's not that bright.
No, but Scott, you sound like you're anti-creativity.
Because this guy
is anti-creativity.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you why you're not bright. I'll tell you why you're not bright, and here's the reason.
Do I have to sit here and listen to this?
People who are cavemen,
because I'm so smart,
beat animals into submission. I don't need to beat anything. I don't need to hit my kid. I don't need to hit my dog. I can look at a dog and reason with a dog. That's how bright I am. See? You, on the other hand, are like a caveman. You say, I get frustrated, I'll hit the dog.
Look, I have had dogs my whole life, a lot more than you ever have.
And you've done the wrong thing.
And it's always been right. It's always been perfect. I've always had a great dog.
So how come it's not working now?
There's a proven track record, and I'm going to continue because I haven't been doing it too long. My wife made me do this stupid squirt bottle crap and listening to guys like you. So my way will work. Don't worry about it.
It won't.
It will.
Trust me, that dog can be eating your pot roast when your back is turned.
Yeah.
That dog's not loyal to you.
So I should listen to Howard and go, no. Or whatever the hell it was.
That's a step in the right direction.
All right.
Any dog expert will back him up. No dog expert backs you up.
I don't need a dog expert.
Scott, when I was a kid, my father, we literally spent hours hitting grounders and everything.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun, but I really wish half of that time was spent on learning an instrument.
Great. And what would they have done for you? I don't get it.
What do you mean, what would it have done?
You know what? It's fun. It's like your golf. It's fun.
I'll tell you what, in the professional now.
I don't say you shouldn't. I'm telling you my opinion about my son. So I'm not going to push him towards
you're going to deny him fun.
I will push him towards golf.
Music is a very important part of life.
I agree.
And for a child to have an understanding of music theory is an advanced child. And you're giving them something. It's like swimming. You're giving them something.
Don't see it. Can you explain that? Music theory. Why?
Because you're a bore. This is one of man's greatest inventions. Music. It soothes the soul.
Yeah.
It's educational.
Have you ever played an instrument, Scott?
When you play an instrument,
I took 2 drum lessons and quit.
When you play an instrument with other people,
comment.
When you play an instrument with other,
fine. Have you ever?
When you see these musicians,
Howard's never played golf. He can't comment on golf.
When you see but that's something I should learn about. There's a lot of things to learn about. You got to prioritize.
Yeah.
And your priorities are out of order.
Oh, according
golf
to you,
is not more
Mr.
important
Expert,
than music.
You're going to list my priorities?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, because you're not advanced. You're a very, very simple human being.
You teach your son to be closed-minded in that area. That's horrible.
Yeah,
you realize how wrong you are. These are opinions of yours.
No, I don't realize how wrong I am. I'm trying to help you now because you're not as advanced as I am. I'm very, very bright. I'm considered a genius in a lot of areas. So why would you assume you know what you're doing? Why would you assume you know more than I do?
Why would you assume you know more than I do?
Because I'm a genius.
Well, I am the genius too.
No, you're not. You've not excelled in anything.
Okay, Howard.
You haven't.
So
I have.
You've excelled in one area. I agree. You've excelled in radio.
Well, how many areas have you excelled? How many areas have you excelled in?
Oh man, I don't know.
So don't belittle my genius. So assume that you're at the feet of a master now.
You're a genius.
And you're learning from me.
In radio.
No, I'm a genius.
Not life.
They don't just say you're just a genius in radio. I'm a genius. They didn't walk around. Einstein's a genius only in math. He's a genius. When you're a genius, it's like being a doctor. You're a doctor. You're a doctor. You're a genius. You're a genius. I'm a genius. Not many people are. Well, I happen to be a genius.
Who in this room do you think you're smarter than? List it.
Everyone. I think
he thinks he's smarter than everyone. He's like,
you think you're smarter than everyone in here?
Sure.
Oh, boy.
Listen, I don't think you're stupid. I'm just saying.
I'm done trying to help you. I'm done trying to help you.
That's ridiculous.
Scott, I'm done trying.
I certainly am smart. Benji might be up there.
Scott, I'm done trying to help you. I'm officially announcing now. Others can help you if they want to.
All right, good. I don't need any help. I don't want any help.
It's a lost cause.
How many people would love to have an audience with me where I concentrate on their problems and their areas where they need improvement? Many.
Well,
I've given this to you, but this gift is no longer available to you. I've tried.
You're on your own
I can
now.
help you, though, if you'd like.
That's okay. I don't need it. I'm evolved. You can leave. Thank you. All right.
I mean, if your son came to you and said,
I think the only way he's going to help
guitar,
you if he removes half your brain. That's
We're
how he
done.
can help you.
All right,
It's done.
okay. I just got, if your son wants to play the guitar, you're not going to say that's great.
I said sure. I'll sign him up tomorrow for lessons. That's not the point.
All right, thank you.
The point was, am I going to say
you.
you need to go play guitar to be a better person? No, that's not going to come from me.
No, you don't say to be a better person.
That's what this is all about.
No, you're saying you're planning on giving your son life lessons and advice.
Yes.
One of the things you should offer to him is music lessons because it's important. You know, understanding music. I'll give you an example why music theory is important. My dad, the reason he was hung up on it. My dad decided to become a recording engineer. And as a recording engineer, he worked on many commercials. His partner, who had a musical background and could play piano and sing, actually, he became a very valuable recording engineer because whoever came in wanted a guy, they wanted to work with a fellow musician. He understood music and how to cut on the beat and all this stuff. It made him a better engineer.
All right.
My father said, if I had this piece of education, if I had this information, not that he was in music, but understanding music theory would have given him the language to be a better recording engineer. And so he recognized, well, of course. That's why my daughter's fluent in Spanish. Now, when she went out to look for work, her job now, they pay her more money because she knows Spanish. She's invaluable to them. She's interpreting every 20 seconds. Only because she's a good kid. There's a lot of good kids out there, but she's got a skill. So what you try to do is, as a parent, to take the skills that are golf's a skill too, and it's good for business. You go out on the golf course.
I would argue better for business than music is.
There's something very important about an athletic background, but even more important is to give them the language of music and theory. Not that they're going to become the Beatles. Maybe they will. That's wonderful.
And that's what I don't want.
I'll tell you my frustration.
You don't want you to become the Beatles?
I don't want them to think that they're going to be the Beatles and then waste their life, waste their education, waste their time.
That's delusional.
No, that's what happens.
No,
how many?
doesn't.
Again,
Listen,
how many records
I'll
back
give you an
there?
example.
All those guys, I guarantee you, they don't have normal jobs.
The late,
and if they do,
great
they're
Sam
horrible.
Kinison used to do this show. And Sam would come in, and Sam was a pretty good guitar player. Now, Sam is a stand-up comic. He would dabble in guitar. And there was nothing cooler when Sam would come in. He said to me, hey, why don't you go up on stage with me? We'll jam. Now, I can play basic guitar. I'm not any good. I wasn't as good as like Sam was. But I could get up and jam with him in this language. And it was terrific. And, even you want your sons to get laid.
Howard,
girls melt. When Fred, who is a complete, almost a sociopath, and not even able to communicate with human beings.
If that's what's going to make a girl melt,
sit down and play. He would sit down and play. He would sit down and play guitar. I saw beautiful women melt at his feet.
That's ridiculous.
There's a man who has tremendous problems.
So there you go.
And you're saying
your hero, Richard Nixon, played brilliant piano before he trashed the country.
He's not my hero. Reagan's my hero.
Like, as a comedian, I would love to be able to write a funny song on guitar.
He was a genius.
That's the point. And, you're a director.
Howard, you're biased.
You're a director.
You're biased. You're an entertainer.
No, well, listen,
and that's why
you're
you
in
think
show business.
About...
You're a director. If you understood music and music theory, when we have musicians in here, you'd be able to have a certain understanding of what you should be even filming.
I agree. For that one little part. Yeah.
It's a very important part of life.
You know what? I'll use, DePace's argument against him. Why did you invent the video caddy? Do you think the world was really waiting for another piece of useless junk?
Yeah, that's a good point.
See, that's just it. There's a perfect example that you don't play golf, so you don't understand how important a device like that
I can go down to the
be.
U.S. Patent Office. I can find thousands, millions of patents of useless inventions. So were those people stupid, too, to try and follow a dream?
They wasted their time.
No, that's ridiculous. Well,
I'm using your argument with why you're against music.
No, it's not a good point. You guys are all biased because you guys are entertainers. Of course, you like to play music.
But you're not an inventor, so why invent?
But I don't. I haven't put my life savings or my every minute of my day.
Was your brother in a band? Is this what this is about?
There's part of that.
Did your brother have a band? And did it fail?
Oh, was he jealous?
Yeah, but it was just a no, nothing to do with jealousy.
Was he jealous?
Yeah. I have a sister and a brother, very musically talented. It got them both nowhere. I know that for a fact.
But what about the satisfaction of knowing how to play?
Well, what about the satisfaction of knowing how to, I don't know, build a house out of cards?
That's important too.
Wait, I got another question.
There's a huge difference between a house of cards and learning to play music. It's a language.
That statement makes you sound dumb.
All right, I can hit a golf ball straight. What about that?
You think playing a house of cards is as important as music?
No, Howard.
Listen, you know what? I told you I'm a genius. I can't waste my time with you.
You should learn how to play golf because you don't understand.
Robin's right. Why is this continuing? Even Robin is saying.
Shake your head, Robin. Go ahead.
I didn't.
Robin, who learns a useless thing every other day. Horseback riding, then car racing. What else you got?
Say a word during this entire.
No, she didn't.
Stupid
So why attack her?
conversation.
Why are you attacking Robin?
Because I look at her with that face, and she's back and forth with her head.
You don't know what my face meant. Why are you interpreting
I can read it.
All right, listen.
That was his face reading course that he never took.
You have stolen 10 minutes of our life.
Yes.
Oh, wait. This is Cookie on the phone. This is Scott's dog. Cookie, go ahead.
Finally, an intelligent conversation.
See?
Are you mad? Are you mad at Scott?
Don't bark, Cookie. Shh. Shut up. No.
Dog's saying it hates you.
Actually, Scott is probably a math.
Let me talk to Cookie. Cookie. No.
See,
she shut right up.
Scott is actually a math genius. You ran a cocaine ring, I think, for a while, right?
Yeah, a cocaine ring, Artie. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, that's right. He isn't more intelligent than
Cookie.
I couldn't do that.
Cookie, bark twice if you want me to rescue you and send you to Sam Simons.
I've seen Sam's place in Malibu that he built for dogs.
Can I have one?
A lot of humans would love it.
Go ahead, Fred. Talk to Cookie.
Cookie, bark twice if you think the video caddy is the most useless invention you've ever seen.
Cookie, bark twice if you think a career in music is horrible.
Oh, that dog hates you.
I told you the dog was smart.
Cookie, are you embarrassed that your name is Cookie? Bark twice if you are. Yes. Wouldn't you like a more masculine name? Bark twice if you say yes. Yeah.
My son named her.
Hey, Cookie, when I say the name Scott, what do you think? There you go. All right.
All I can say is thank God Scott wasn't Sebastian Bach's father.
Hey, Cookie, bark twice if you want me to hit Scott with a newspaper every time he does something wrong. All right. Very good, Cookie. Thank you.
I'll see you later.
That's Cookie the dog. All right. We'll be back right after these words. Thank you, Scott. Yeah.
I am not going to be the one going, hey, you have to take this music class. That's all I'm saying. If he says, Dad, I want to take a music class, Dad, I want to learn guitar, I said, great. Where do we sign you up? Let's go figure it out. And I would do that.
What if you want to play the flute? What if he came to you and said, Dad, I want to play the flute?
That would be something
I'm just asking a question. That's what brass instrument they offer usually in 3rd or 4th grade.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Checking.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not so bad.
It's all my point is if my son says, I want to go to college to learn music, I'm going to say, you know what? You're going to have to find out how to pay for that one yourself. Thank you.
But you'll pay for college if you want to go for, say, politics or history.
Any of the business, history. No, that's another. It's another no.
English?
What else is useless?
English, probably not, because the only thing you're going to get there is probably English maybe, but most of English jobs, I guess you would end up being like a teacher or something.
Generic art, liberal arts degree.
You can use English for anything.
I wouldn't pay a lot of money.
You can use history for anything. You can use anything for anything.
No,
in fact,
the facts
most people who go to law school are political science majors, English majors, history majors.
Exactly.
Right.
I wouldn't pay for law school. Because that's a whole nother. No.
Why not? That's a great living, man.
I have 2 male boys.
So you don't let them if they wanted to be, if they were like, hey, Dad, I love hair, I love the art of hairdressing, that's what I want to pursue?
No, thanks.
Art major.
They can, I'm sure that degree probably
Podiatry? Is that okay?
Podiatry? Sure.
Art major.
Art major, no. Why would you learn something that you're not going to use at your job?
This is what my mother said. She goes, well, what are you going to do? Go work at a history firm? What are you going to do when you get out of college? You're going to go get a big job at the history? Let me tell you something.
There are some jobs with history, but not many.
No, but you're thinking too. See, this is you thinking too literally. You don't necessarily take your history degree and go become a curator at a museum. You use your intelligence and you can take it further. You can do anything you want with it.
So you're saying in this job, which is a communications job, you don't use any of your communication skills you used at college?
No,
what if you had only taken history and then ended up in this job? Wouldn't you then be worse off at this job?
Well, I can't possibly answer that.
Well, I think I can. Yeah, of course. Of course you would. And if not, then your communication degree is worthless.
It's not just history. You learn analytical thinking. You learn how to interpret facts, how to research, how to read.
That's like me learning the golf program and deciding to be a musician.
No! No!
No! I'm sorry.
You said the house, building a house of cards.
It's just I obviously was trying to.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what I said.
It's a bad example, but the point is
horrible example. Tim's gonna faint.
I know people in LA who moved to Los Angeles to go to guitar school.
Yeah.
Fucking what a waste of time. They would sit there and fucking play, and they had a stage presence class.
Why is it a waste of time? Because they don't make a career out of it?
Yeah, right. It's a great hobby to have.
This was their college. This was what they were 22. This was what they were going to do as a career. Look, if my kid says, hey, Dad, I really want to play guitar, I'm going to say, let's go buy you one right now. Absolutely. But if it's up to me to go, hey, Kyle, you're not interested in music yet. Come on, I want you to start taking classes.
What if he does that? What if he has some aptitude and wants to pursue it? What are you going to do? Like, at what point do you kill the dream?
At the point where it starts getting in the way of what he needs for the rest of his life, his education. When he says to me, I want to go to a music college, I go, work with it. Find your own way. I'm not paying for it.
Oh, that is so. Who are you, Bing Crosby, for Christ's sakes?
The point is, I would not support paying for something that I didn't feel was a smart decision.
You're going to let
you're not going to let any of your past influences affect what your daughter might want to do. If she says, I want to go, Dad, I want to put everything I've got into making a new type of a Barbie doll. Are you going to say, okay, let's go ahead?
I wouldn't do it blindly, but if she was good at it and she had the skills, and I would loan her the money to do it. I wouldn't give it to her, but I'd loan it to her.
What if when Duke turns 18, your young son Duke turns 18?
Kyle.
Who's Duke?
Duke's the dog who died.
His late dog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My tea. I'm here for a Howard Stern show on Sirius. It's my first visit. I wanted to wait a few years, make sure that it worked out. And so far, after they filed for bankruptcy, I figured, well, I better go just in case they shut down tomorrow.
I'm going to get Rob Schneider right in here. Rob used to be on Saturday Night Live, went on to movie fame, just released a movie on video. I don't know why... excuse me. I don't know why they didn't put this in the theaters, Robin, because I think it's real funny. Big Stan. Here's the star of Big Stan.
There he is.
Hey, Rob. That's a great movie, man.
Thank you. You see it?
Fuck yeah. It's funny as hell.
Oh, thank you.
You see, this movie, Big Stan, that Rob just put out, he directed it. And why didn't it come out in the theater? Would have done well.
It just, you know what, it would have done well. It was a little movie, and it just kind of got lost. The company that had it went bankrupt.
But why is it a little movie? What do you mean little movie?
Because it didn't get to be, like, we made it for not a lot of money.
How much did it cost to make a movie? Like you directed it, right?
$6 million.
Which in today's world of movies is like almost nothing.
Yeah, that's like usually what my salary used to be. So
right, that was your quote. This movie, it's very simple. Rob's character is afraid of getting ass raped in prison.
How do you come up with these ideas?
I don't know how you come up with it, but it's really funny. This guy's afraid of being ass raped in prison.
Yeah.
So he's got a really hot wife. Did you bang that chick who plays your hot wife?
No, but you know what? Right after the movie, she became single. It was just one of the things. She was engaged during the whole movie, and then after. She looks great, huh? She's from a house.
She's way cute, that chick.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought for sure you were banging her.
Isn't he a married man? Wasn't he a married man?
I'm divorced, man.
Oh, now you're her divorce
Yeah, weren't you married? Were you married to a Playboy chick or something?
No, that's David Spade.
No. Who were you married to? You were married to
just a nice girl. I don't like famous girls. I like ordinary girls. I always fall for the waitress. You know what I mean?
But I saw a
girl.
picture. That's bullshit because there's Artie.
Hey, Artie.
I saw a picture of a chick that you
she was hot.
Dated Nicoletta or Nicolette or something.
Something like that. Sounds
oh
about
my
right.
God!
Yeah, she was good looking.
That was no regular chick.
Yeah, you're right. No, she was a hot regular.
What was she, a model?
No. She's a graphic. She is a graphic artist.
She was perfect.
No,
what happened? What went wrong there? Did you move her in with you?
I guess she just realized, what show business life's not that healthiest.
Why is it? Oh, you were cheating?
No, I wish I was. I wish I had an excuse for why she didn't want to be married anymore, but she just didn't.
Wait, the chick you were married to?
That's the one.
No. Oh, that's Nicolette?
No. It's something like that. I'm not allowed to talk about her, but yeah, it's something
You're not
like
allowed
that.
to talk about your ex-wife?
The divorce,
She's
you
Brazilian.
can't even mention her?
No, that was part of the divorce thing.
Wait a second, I'm confused.
She got all the cash, I got the dog, and then I'm not allowed to say anything about her. But no, she's a good girl.
Wait,
but
can I just understand your chronology here?
She's too young.
You got married, what, like 2 years ago?
6.
6 years ago. Okay, you got married, and then you got divorced.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we still went out for like a couple of years after.
Oh, you did?
I couldn't let go.
Okay, because she was that hot.
Yes.
And so part of the divorce is you can't talk about her or anything, which is smart because, you don't want to pay more money.
She's got all the money.
Did you really lose all your money?
Yes, all the cash.
All the cash is gone.
Wow.
All
I
right.
still have some of the possessions.
The cash, all that American cash went to Brazil.
Yeah, all that.
So she's a very wealthy woman now.
She's twice as wealthy.
She did good. She did all right.
Yeah.
But you know what, though?
But then you started dating.
Yeah.
And then, who is this Nicoletta T? I saw a picture, and someone said to me, this was Rob's girlfriend.
Well, I'd love to see it. I mean,
bring in the picture of Rob's girlfriend.
What he's saying, it's probably the same girl.
No.
It's got to be the same girl.
It's not the wife.
Sure?
I don't think so.
It's got to be.
Was your wife's name
But I'm dating a
Nicolette?
great girl now.
Wait a second. Was your wife's name Nicolette?
No. I can't. I don't want to say her name.
Don't say her name.
But yeah, no, it wasn't
That
Nicolette. But it
costs
sounds
more money.
like that. It's kind of exotic name. She's Brazilian.
You're dating a girl now?
Yeah.
And she moved in with you?
She's moving in next Friday.
Are you going to hold on to this one or
This
what?
one, yeah, totally. I mean,
How
I went
long
through the
have you been
Rolodex
dating?
on my phone, got rid of all the girls' numbers. I'm doing the whole thing.
Really?
How long
Editing
have you been
my
dating?
Facebook, the whole thing.
Wow.
Getting rid of the evidence in the house.
How long have you
That's
been
taken
dating
some
this
time.
one, Rob?
A few months. It's good.
But you could end up cheating. That's what broke up the first marriage.
No. Actually, it wasn't cheating. It just she just discovered she was married to me, and just you know what? This isn't that great. It seemed
I heard
good.
you were cheating.
No. You're confusing me with David Spade.
You sure?
I think so. I wish I was cheating at this one. I don't know. To be honest, I think when we were dating after the divorce, I think I did do some cheating.
Because
yes, that's true.
Yeah, because I remember one movie you were doing. I think when you were shooting Deuce Bigelow 2.
It's kind of hard. You're in Europe and you're surrounded by beautiful girls.
Yeah. You get a lot of pussy.
Oh, yeah,
People
remember?
fly under the radar. You're not like a David Spade.
I fly deeper under the radar than David.
Spade had a kid, with a Playboy playmate.
I know.
Is that your
Our
worst nightmare?
Playboy playmate.
Right.
I know, but the worst part of that nightmare is that he can't even she doesn't even live in the same continent
vicinity.
Yeah, I mean, it's not in the same area code.
Well, you remember, Rob, when we were the last time we were in Vegas, maybe he sent over auditions for chicks for. They auditioned all these
Yeah, that's what I was
smoking
going to say. Remember the audition tape?
Yeah. Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
Yeah.
They were only the hottest chicks I've ever seen in my fucking life.
That was pretty darn good.
Oh my God.
I got to tell you about Rob's new movie because it really is good.
Sounds
It's
great.
called Big Stan. It wasn't in the movie theaters, which should have been.
It was in the movie theaters like in Mexico, and I got it in Spain, Australia, Bulgaria.
That's a shame.
Germany.
This movie's really funny. Now, I'm not bullshitting you. This movie is unbelievable.
It sounds great.
So Rob's this super successful rip-off real estate guy. He gets busted, and judge gives him 3 to 5 years in prison.
Big Stan.
So Rob's got this hot wife and everything, and he's freaking out because the only thing he knows about prison is you get fucked in your ass. You get ass raped. So he runs into some guy who was actually in prison at a bar.
You know who that was?
Yeah. I was surprised. I saw it in the credits. That was the guy who played
Grizzly Adams.
Oh,
Dan Haggerty.
Dan Haggerty you found?
So listen
he
to
was
this.
great.
Yeah, he was really good. says to him, man, look, he looks at Rob and he goes,
I'd love to see
you
what
are
Dan
going to
Agnew
get
looks like.
so ass-fucked in prison. Like, everyone's going to fucking rape you. So Rob's freaking out. He goes to karate school. And in karate school, you've been to karate school, Robin. You know, they just have, he's a yellow belt. He's going nowhere.
Nobody
I'm a yellow belt.
Anybody up with a yellow belt.
Nobody's afraid of a yellow belt.
He's got 6 months to learn karate, or else, you know, it's over for him. Because in prison, everyone is just going to be raping Rob over and over and over again. So
Nazis, raped by Nazis?
He runs into David Carradine, Kung Fu,
Yeah, he's great.
who Rob brings to his house, and he starts training Rob. Well, within 6 months' time, Rob becomes like a killing machine, and he even learns the finger of death. He can take one finger and fucking like punch it through a brick wall.
Oh, really?
That's how powerful he is.
He becomes like a master.
So I don't want to ruin the whole movie, but he goes to prison. And he right away he has to beat the shit out of like the worst rapist.
You can't ruin this movie because every scene you've described, I want to see.
Yeah, that's right. He beats up this black guy.
Bob Sapp. He's a mixed martial arts guy. 400 pounds.
400 pounds.
400 pounds.
This black guy's in the middle of raping one of these prisoners, and Rob goes, "Come here," and it beats the shit out of him. Then he beats up the entire Aryan. You know how everyone's broken into groups?
Right.
He beats up the entire Aryan nations. Like all of the guys.
That's good, because if you're a white guy going to the joint, they tell you, I don't give a fuck if you're a liberal. You have to join the Aryan Nation, otherwise you'll die.
So Big Stan is coming out on DVD when?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's just something that, like, it was a little too dirty. The studio, Columbia liked it, but it was a little too dirty. And they so there's some stuff I said, you know what, I want to make this just like this, because it's about, to me, that's what's funny about it. It's a guy who's afraid to get raped. What's interesting is that women,
everything is rape in this movie. It's so great. It's like it's the guys who are either getting fucked in the ass or fighting not to get fucked in the ass.
Yeah.
And then Rob at one point fights a guy and gives him the finger of death right up his asshole.
Yeah,
like everything is ass and like guys.
It is. I ban rape in the prisons.
Yeah.
And they say, well, what about for child molesters? Okay, then you can rape them. And what about what about the guys convicted of rape? Yeah, you can rape them. Pedophiles, right? What about counterfeiters? Or wait a minute, you're the Big Raymond. You're the only counterfeiter here. Oh, you just want somebody to rape you? And so anyway,
it's all about ass raping.
Well, it's kind of timely because the guy's a white-collar criminal, right? And
right.
We hope that a lot of white-collar criminals go to jail right now.
Yeah, I should have said he was from AIG.
Yeah.
And like, what's funny about this is like there were like accidents on the set during this. David Carradine broke his hand or something.
David Carradine broke my finger.
Broke your finger?
Yeah, he broke my finger. We're doing the sticks, and David's the best. I love
Are you
David.
a martial artist?
Well, I did it for 7 months for the movie, and it took forever to get the money to make it. So at one point, as a director, I'm going, oh, this is ridiculous. And at the same time, I was like, wait, I got time to learn this stuff. Because the two sticks, the Screamer sticks, are a lot of fun. They're Filipino. Like the guy, it was great because you can just get on the phone when you're making movies. You know this, too. Right. You can just call people, and they'll show up. Like, who taught Bruce Lee? Get that fucker.
Right.
And then the next thing you go, we got the guy who introduced Bruce Lee to the nunchucks. This guy, Guro Dan Inosanto. Right. He taught me to do the nunchucks.
Well, yeah, you look pretty authentic doing it. It was good.
I got ripped, and then I think I got out of shape in about a week.
Yeah,
but
you did real well. And then also you collapsed on set from exhaustion.
Well,
what's that all
What is
about?
going on
I was starting to get a little cocky. First of all, I practiced the heat because we shot it in up in Stockton in a prison with real prisoners. We had 90% because they're cheaper.
Right.
They work for $14 a day. So we said, okay, we can afford those guys. But then the caterers, they had the refrigerators out there and plugged in, and it was 114 degrees in the day. And then eventually, the 5 eggs I had, every morning, I'm eating the eggs. And what did Bruce Lee eat? 5 eggs? I'll eat that. So then, anyway, I ate 5 poison eggs. Next thing you know, I'm puking my guts out. It's the last scene in the movie that there's you see me like walking out of the prison. I'm as sick as a dog. I am so sick. And finally, I had the next day I missed 1 day on the set.
How long does it take to shoot a movie like this?
This was pretty quick, like 2 months. Usually
2 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
But this is like kind of relentless. I try not to work the crew on weekends because imagine getting your guys to work on Saturday. They just kind of
can't do it. I can't even get them to work on Friday. What are you talking about?
After 25 years,
right?
But so it ended up being okay though. But 5 days, and then But yeah, I got sick as a dog, and then they still shot some stuff one day that I was sick. But everybody was happy to be there. You know what was messed up was, I hired these great Mexican actors, former gangbangers, to be in the movie. I said, they look authentic, they got tattoos, we can have to waste time painting tattoos on these guys. They got the hateful tattoos on them, great. And so we brought them up, and they said, Rob, we can't go up to Northern California. It's the middle of a gang war, man. What do you mean? And so I said, we'll work out something. So there was a truce on the prison grounds while we're making the movie, but outside at the hotels or whatever, if they saw each other, they'd have to fight each other.
Wow.
But on the prison grounds.
Wow.
And so I was like, wow, can I avoid that somehow?
Yeah, Rob trains all the prisoners in the movie to dance instead of fight, and they do big dance numbers.
Big line dances.
Got all the Aryans dancing with the black guys. It was great.
So what happened, Rob? Did they ever see each other at the hotel? Did you work it out to where
there was no stabbings? There was some mean looks at her.
Right.
But actually, everyone had a good time on the movie.
You had to negotiate a truce between the gangs.
Yeah, there was. But
hey, Rob did something cool.
What?
You know when Mel Gibson, turned out he was, he hates Jews.
Mm-hmm.
He made,
surprise.
Yeah. Rob took out a 2-page ad saying he was the first actor to say he would never work with Mel Gibson. I mean, not that you were going to work with Mel
Mel
Gibson,
wasn't calling.
but it was kind of cool. You took out an ad in Variety.
But the ad was like because CNN wanted to talk to me. It's like, did you read the thing? No, most of the guys, the reporters, it makes you realize the journalists are such idiots because nobody read the whole thing.
Right.
Because it was a comment on Mel Gibson, what he said was bad, but it was also a comment on Hollywood being out, upset. They're upset unless they can make a nickel off them.
Right. Then suddenly it's not so bad.
But the thing was pretty funny in there. There's some funny lines.
I like that. So now, where are we at with everything? What are we doing now? What's the game plan?
No, the game plan is just to,
release the video. How do you get the DVD? You got to go on the
You got to get it.
It's
on iTunes. It's on DVD, and then it's going to be on pay-per-view.
It's called Big Stand.
Big Stand, but it's my favorite movie because I got tired of doing the studio system because it was like a little too. Yes, I could pay for my house and my beach house and my parents, my mom's place, but at a certain point, it just I couldn't do exactly what I wanted to do. So this was a movie. I said, you know what? I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. Because I could have cut 5 minutes here or there or whatever. But, I got great actors, Henry Gibson, David Carradine, Emmett Walsh.
Yeah, it looked like you were having fun.
And everyone was happy to be there.
That's good. How come Adam Sandler's not involved in this? I thought you guys do everything together.
I wanted him to come and do a small part in the prison, but I thought, let's just let this one be separate.
Yeah, you didn't even bother him on this one.
I
didn't. You're right.
Yeah, right.
You're never going to sell
what that's
out?
like? Like you ask favors from people.
It's enough.
You go, you know what?
You didn't need
enough.
him for this one.
That's what I figured. You know?
Are you never going to sell out and do a children's film and that whole thing?
Yeah, if I have to, absolutely.
Of course he'd sell out.
Of course. That's what this is about.
He's got a hot chick moving in with him.
Yeah, I know, I do. But the thing is, there's nobody, what I take pride in, Artie, you back me up on this.
Go ahead.
There's no company, there's no place, there is no agency that's keeping track of everybody's personal integrity.
Right. You got to pay the bills.
Yeah. You know what? I got to do that commercial in Japan if I have to.
That's right.
Certainly back you up on that.
And why were you in Israel?
You know what? I've never been. And my dad was his dream to always go. He passed away.
Are you Jewish?
My dad was Jewish. My mom was a Catholic. So when I go to confession, I bring my attorney.
Right.
But no, so my dad never went. And then I got invited. I met all these great Jews on Zohan.
Oh, that's right. You were in Zohan.
Yeah, I played the Palestinian guy, and so I figured between wars, go check it out.
Weren't you afraid to go to Israel? I mean,
no, not really. Maybe I'm stupid or something.
You didn't think you were going to get blown up or something?
No, I was in Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv was like Miami.
You meet any hot chicks there?
Honestly, some of the hottest women I've ever seen in my life.
No kidding.
Well, because
were you able to bang there, or is there a language problem?
Well, you know what? Jewish girls and banging them, they got to do the whole third date thing, and I wasn't there that long. But there was these great-looking French Jews that I'd never. First of all, I thought the French gave up their whole Jews. That was the whole thing about the French.
Right.
But they apparently a couple of them survived, and some hot ones because they're loaded with them. What happens is because of the anti-Semitism that's coming back in Europe and stuff. So a lot of the safe, good place to go is where there's other Jews.
Right.
Where we outnumber the rest. And so it was just incredible. Summertime there, you got to go.
No kidding.
It was fantastic.
But you didn't get laid.
Well, no, not as much as I, a little little bit. Not a lot. I would say I was not the full-on David Spade. 25% David Spade.
Right. Spade's the king of all you guys from Saturday Night
Spade,
Live.
I don't know how that worked out.
He is like a stud. Like, he fucks everybody.
No, but he just, you know what it is, I think? It's because they look at him and go, oh, that guy's not going to try to fuck me. Look at him. He's tiny. How could I could defend myself? And the next thing you know, they're getting banged by him.
He's relentless.
But I mean, you're hung up on the height thing. He's about the same height as you, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you guys are about the same
I'm a little
height.
thicker. I think I got a little...
I mean, you actually have a little more manliness to you, right?
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
thicker.
You would think that worked, but I just not. I don't know. I think David puts more time into it. If there was a doctorate in getting pussy, he would be like a professor emeritus at MIT.
I would want to learn from Spade how to get pussy because like, any good-looking guy can get pussy, but Spade's like us. He's not the handiest guy in the world, and yet he gets all the top chicks.
But he's put in his time, though. I mean, he's put in 3 decades, and he's got all the moves figured out.
He does.
The other thing Spade don't give a fuck about, and I respect this, he doesn't give a shit. Like, he'll do a shitty sitcom. And some other guys will go, well, you want to be on a shit sitcom like that? It's not that funny. He'll go, I could give a fuck. I'll just make my lines funny.
He's making a fortune.
And I'll get a fortune.
He's likable in anything he does.
Right. And then I'll just bang chicks that I meet on the sitcom set. I mean, he'll say stuff to you like, why the fuck did you get into this business?
Some good-looking
I got him for money and pussy. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Must have been. And I never asked him, and I should ask him. And maybe we're doing a movie with him and Sandler and Kevin James and Chris Rock this summer. It's about some guys. It's like Adam Sandler's Big Chill, and it's all of us getting back together. Right. And because our basketball coach died, and he's David Spade. The whole role is written for him. It's the guy who's dating 20-year-olds, and I got a 20-year-old daughter. I have a 19-year-old actually in real life, and he tries to bang my daughters in the movie. But he's
so
really
Sandler's putting you in his next movie. I mean, this is like working into a full-time job.
It's
just working for Sandler.
It's going to be like our 18th movie we work together.
Does he pay decently? I mean, is he cheap with his friends? Because
no, he's just honestly, I think he's the nicest guy in the history of show business.
Right.
And I ask him, sometimes I'll just tell him, say, Adam, you can get anybody you want.
Right.
I said, why don't you hire Nick Nolte or this or this? I said, because I know you'll do whatever the hell I tell you to do.
He doesn't want to work with those guys.
This guy says no, and we have fun together. And basically, it's like a playground.
Right.
It's like, because we had fun when we were, stand-ups and then Saturday Night Live. And this is like we can hang out for a month and we can talk about whatever we want.
You still watching Saturday Night Live, or you don't even bother?
I don't see it as much as I used to. There's some funny guys. I mean, it's just weird to me. I haven't been on the show in like 14 or 15 years. 15 years, and then Will Ferrell. He hasn't been on in years.
Right.
So it's just the time just goes by.
Are you hurt by that? I mean, would you like Lorne Michaels to pick up the phone and say, hey, Rob, come on, you're doing pretty well. Why don't you come on and
you know what?
help us out?
I would have really liked that phone call 12 years ago when I was doing a sitcom and use the help. But, I get it. It's like, it's always been that, well, who's hot right now? Who can help the show now? And I get that. So it's like, unless you are, it's like it's not a big deal. If I get nominated for an Academy Award for Big Stan, to DVD, I'll get a phone call. But, you can't take things that, what that's like. You can't take things personally.
So you're not hung up on this kind of thing? You're not caught up in the show business world?
I got over it a few weeks ago.
You did?
No, but honestly, though, I mean, you have to, let things, you just got to let it go. It's going to eat you up or kill you. It's like, why can't I get this movie? Why doesn't Ridley Scott call me? How come, because he doesn't want to call you. He's working with, Leonardo. And so you just can't, what you try to do, it's like you forge your little niche out and just keep working. Because the next thing you know, I've been doing this for 25 years.
You know, my favorite
working.
Story that you told, it still is, out of everything that we've ever heard on this show. You know what I'm going to say?
Which one's that?
When Rob was the one, I believe, maybe I got it wrong, you were the one who told me the Steven Seagal story.
You got a new one?
You got a new one?
That he wrote the greatest screenplay.
Wait, but tell that. Wait. Okay. Just for anyone who's never heard that, tell the first story.
Okay, there's a writer that I know. I won't mention his name, but he was meeting Steven Seagal for the rewrite for the writing potentially for Under Siege 2.
Right.
That was the one that broke him when it made $57 million when that was $57 million in the early 90s. And so he goes into one of those trailers, to meet with Steven Seagal, and he's on the set, and it's one of those big triple bangers where you go into this trailer and it's like you can get lost in there. It's a maze of pop-outs, It's like, which pop-out is Steven Seagal? And he's in the third bedroom to the left at the end of the hall.
Big star.
And he's waiting in there for 45 minutes. He's making him wait, sitting there by himself. Finally, Steven Seagal emerges from one of the other anterooms in the mobile home. And he comes out and he said, I just read the greatest script I've ever read in my life. He goes, really? Who wrote it? I did. But I will tell you, there's a newer one, and I think it's even superior. It's this has happened. I just heard that because I collect those stories like jewels. Anytime there's Steven Seagal story, like I love the Jamie Presley one. Where it's, I'm an expert in shiatsu massage. Please let me massage you. You know, you told me that one. And next thing you know, she's having her boobs grabbed on by him.
I'm an expert in shiatsu.
Let me give me those titties, baby. So anyway, he's doing a movie. He's doing a movie with Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Right.
And I did one, and that's where I heard Keenan told me this story. I hope he doesn't mind me telling this story. But Steven Seagal had just met with the Dalai Lama. And apparently, if you give enough money to the Dalai Lama's charities, eventually you get something out of it. Right. And so the Dalai Lama made him a deity.
Wow.
A god. Some Tibetan Buddhist.
That must have really appealed to his ego.
Oh, yeah, no, it must have. No, so anyway, he comes to the set after he makes with the Dalai Lama, and he comes, now he's a god. He comes to the set, now he was Steven Seagal, now he's Steven Seagal. Now he's Steven Seagal, the god, the deity from the Dalai Lama. Wow. And he comes to the set, and he's there, and Keenan says, so what? I just met with the Dalai Lama, and he, in his wisdom, decided to make me a deity. And he gives the karang the ding da dong, whatever. And I feel a difference. I feel like an enlightenment, the sense of that I can do something now, and everything just seems to come into place for me spiritually and in my career. And I feel like it's certain things now that never made sense to me make sense to me on a universal level. And his assistant comes up to him and says, hey, Steven, your ex-wife called. You can't bring the kids over this weekend. You tell that fucking cunt. She doesn't get those kids over here. I'll break her fucking neck.
Deity.
Yes,
I had no idea he was made a god by the Dalai Lama.
No wonder he doesn't do movies anymore.
I like
He's
that.
a god.
He was made a god. He was made a god. Well, he's got to shoot from the waist up, from the chest up now.
Yeah, well, it's funny. Now you're an action hero with this new movie, Big Stan, and now you join the ranks of a guy like Steven Seagal.
Well, now that I tell Steven Seagal stories, at least now I can defend myself if I have to.
Maybe you should have put Steven Seagal in this movie. There might have been a part for him.
I would have. It just, I just think he's getting crazier and crazier as the years go on, as I guess we all are.
Not like that.
Not like that.
We're crazy.
You tell that fucking cunt, I'll break her goddamn neck. You can't bring those fucking kids.
That's fantastic.
So
Isn't that the greatest?
Yeah.
So now you're in a good relationship.
You should do a DVD of all Steven. You should do a DVD of all Steven Seagal movies.
Because I'm ready.
Stories.
Yeah.
I want to recreate them and play him. That's a good idea.
Your next film.
I've got actually, I did a comedy CD because I got to do exactly what I wanted to do, and it's absolutely filthy. I think you guys will like it, but we did a video of it. I think it's going to be on howardstern.com if you guys want to check it out.
Okay.
And it's Iraq Love, about a guy going to Iraq, and he's talking to his girlfriend. He said, hey, listen, if anything happens to me over there, just want you to know I love you. I'll be thinking about you. If I get if they blow off my legs, I'll be thinking about the time I went skiing with you. And, and we skied, and I beat you all the way to the bottom, and then I stuck my hand down your ski pants. There's just so much I want to do with you. And he's trying to talk her into, some disgusting sex.
I like that.
But anyway, so it's, and I don't know what the hell the album, I can't get that released either.
You will. Hey, Rob Schneider's film, Big Stan, is available on DVD tomorrow. We celebrate that. A couple of phone calls.
How does Rob know he's in a healthy relationship now?
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
He thinks he is.
Robin, let him think that.
Give me an illusion. She hasn't even moved in yet. But she's moving in. She's moving in.
The big thing is the marriage.
How old is she? Is she much younger than you?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, okay.
No, she's in her late 20s.
Good, you're not slipping. That's what I'm saying.
I think I'm aware of the same emotional thing, and I'm in my late teens emotionally.
Why won't you date a woman your age?
Because why do I don't have to. No, because I actually, I still want to have kids, and it's like, I'm in my 40s, dating
you have
my age.
You have to have kids.
I want to have some kids. Now, I
haven't had
I got
kids?
baby envy. I got one kid. She's 19, and she's great. She's a musician. She's at a university.
You want to go through that all over again?
That's what my friends say to me. You want to change diapers? Are you an idiot? And I said, yeah.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I'm an
idiot. Lee, go ahead. You're on the air.
Thank you, Howard. Hey, Rob, a quick two-parter. I love the stories about the bad host on Saturday Night Live. If you could go tell some more about that. And also, I'd like to know your thoughts about Jay Moore's Saturday Night Live book.
Well, that was, by the way, you know what? I'll talk about the Jay Moore thing first. You know what? He described me as a very interesting asshole. I think that was a good description.
That sounds like an insult to me.
No, you know what, though? But I guess at the time, he's a guy who's struggling to get on. I wrote his first bit to get him on.
Right.
The first thing he ever did on the show, so for him to call me an asshole. But, no, I find it to be, pretty accurate. And it's okay, because it's like, at a certain point, that show turns you into an animal. It just does, to survive.
Why did he call you an asshole? What about you?
I just think, just because, there was a certain aggressive quality you have to do to survive there.
But you were generous enough to write his first bit.
I know. I know. But again, I kind of you develop a thicker skin. You have to.
What did he say you did that made you into an asshole? What were examples given?
He would eat sushi with a jeweler's loop to look for parasites.
Yeah,
Really?
That's a great story. I will tell you this. I will say that was a joke.
It's getting me thinking. Maybe I should do that.
No, but you know what happened was a friend of mine had sent me some jewelry, and I'm looking at it, and he sent me a scope to look at it. So when he came in, what I did is to play a joke on the new kid. He's just for him. I just took the sushi that I had. I started looking at this. I'm looking at parasites. You don't do that. And I never told him it was a joke.
Oh, that's funny.
I just play jokes on people, and I guess around the writer's room, if somebody said something or showed weakness, I would attack them. And,
right. So you were aggressive back then.
Yeah, and it was, what, though? At a certain point where you realize, because at a certain point you say, God, this guy's an asshole. And the next point, what, I'm the asshole now. So you can only be there so many years.
It seems like there's, anyone who's been on Saturday Night Live writes a book about what it's like to be on Saturday Night Live. I just saw that Franken and Davis.
Yeah. Davis has written a book.
He just wrote a Saturday Night Live book. I actually been reading it.
30 years after he's been there.
I know, but I've been reading it, and it's like, you pick up odds and ends. I'm always fascinated for some reason about Saturday Night Live.
It wasn't. It's an institution, but I never spoke about it because I never talked about it in the books. People asked me about it. You know what? Because, hey, that was my break. Well, why would I step on that? I remember when I first got there, it's like, this is the greatest show ever.
What were you doing before you got? What were you doing?
I was a stand-up.
You were a stand-up.
I was barely even in show business.
How did you even get discovered by you?
I got on the HBO Young Comedian special, which is like, basic. And I was on David Letterman a couple times, which means you're in show business, right? Technically,
right.
But
you're working comedy clubs.
But you're working comedy clubs, trying to get acting work or whatever. And then, there's not a lot of really funny people out there. So if you're funny, I always figured, no, I'll get my break sometime. And then I was writing for Roseanne. Like I wrote one of her HBO specials, and then the next thing I know, she offered me something on there to play a gay guy on her sitcom back in the day. And then at the same time, I got offered Saturday Night Live. I said, you know what, Rosie, I got to take this.
Right.
Rob, you were on SNL when Alec Baldwin and Ken Basinger hosted, right? Were they fighting and stuff?
No, they weren't at all. Alec Baldwin was the most talented guy who ever hosted that show, in my opinion. Him and Christopher Walken.
Yeah,
those guys were.
I think you're right.
He was phenomenal.
Ever.
I mean, he's funny.
He could have been a cast member. He could have been.
Canteen Boy.
He should have been the biggest movie star in the world if movie stardom was fair.
You ever see a movie he did called Blue? What's the name of that?
Oh, yeah, Miami Blues.
Miami Blues.
He's amazing in that.
Yeah.
It's like, this guy's a freaking movie star. The fact that he didn't, it's not anything about him. It's just a weird, tough business.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't get the right movies or something. That's
all it's about. But he's still, I thank God he's working now, because even on TV, he's great.
Well, he turned down that franchise that Harrison Ford took over.
Not exactly. Yeah. He didn't really turn it down. He stopped instead of making that. He did a play on Broadway, and that's the one thing they'll never forgive you for.
Yeah,
right.
If you don't make, if Hollywood has a chance to make $200 million and you prevent them, they'll nail you for that.
Steve Martin was a great host.
Steve Martin was great.
But
yeah, Tom Hanks was good.
Tom Hanks.
But my favorites.
What about Jason Patrick?
He was, he's a really nice guy. I just think some stuff doesn't fly. His personalities don't cater to being explosive, and you got to.
Who was the worst?
God, when I was there, well, I don't know. There was the first show that I ever showed up on. Deborah Winger was in the dressing room crying, going, "I can't believe you talked me into hosting it. It's awful." And she's crying. Is it like this every week?
Gee, why do people do this?
Yeah, I know. But even like. But who was really terrible at it? I don't know. Some of the stiff guys, like Jeremy Irons, I don't mind saying, was kind of a stiff.
Yeah.
And he just won the Academy Award, and he said something funny to me, which I thought was kind of a dicky thing to say. Because, like, when you first get started there, they give you, like, the shit jobs, which you don't realize are shit jobs. So will you write the monologue? Nobody wants to write the monologue. And so you kind of write the first draft, and they kind of punch it up. Yeah. So Jeremy Irons, and he said to me, he said, "Oh, no, this line, it's not funny." He said, this isn't funny. This is funny. He just moves his fingers 2 inches over. This is funny, not this. And I went, oh, yeah, no, I'll go. I can make that change.
Yeah, great. I don't care.
The arrogant guys were like that.
I saw Lorne Michaels somewhere said Steven Seagal was actually the shittiest.
You know what? I liked him on it because he would say the crazy stories. Like for me, it's like the crazier the better.
Right.
Like because I did a couple movies with Stallone, and it's like the crazy things that that guy did. It was like, to me, it's fascinating.
I know
because it's like it's beautiful.
What is fascinating? The behavior, the out of control behavior.
Like when Charlton Heston was the nicest guy I'd ever worked with, and in that show or anywhere else, because he would tell you stories about Cecil B. DeMille, and I should be writing this down, but it's going to be weird if I'm writing it down in front of him.
He might stop talking.
But he had a beautiful, wonderful and crazy quality. Like you couldn't put the wig. He had a toupee. Yeah. You couldn't acknowledge that he had a toupee. So when he's wearing a toupee in the show, you had to put the toupee over his toupee. And I said that's beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Is that right?
It was just a beautiful
thing. Get the fuck out. You're telling me Charlton Heston, they put a toupee over his toupee?
Over his toupee.
Because you had to acknowledge that was his real hair.
And there's a great thing about when Seagal hosted. And Seagal was There's two things about, but when he was there's nothing to really talk to him about because but when
he's a deity.
Right. This is pre-deity.
Yeah, this is when he was a regular guy.
Anyway, so Jim Downey, the head writer, was there. I'm just sitting around with them, and it's like, you don't know what the hell to say to Seagal. He says, hey, there's a thing in the newspaper about, there's the mob. It came out that they were, the mafia was in charge of getting rid of this toxic waste. And what they do, in Manhattan, they would top off the gasoline in the taxis with toxic waste and just burn it out in Manhattan. Anyway, so the next day he comes into this. He comes to SNL and he goes, I have proof that the mafia is taking toxic waste and topping it off in the gasoline of the taxi cabs. We just told you that yesterday! You can't yell that at the guy. So, yeah, wow, that's interesting. You must get the inside scoop.
What is that?
You know what I'm thinking of? And I thought about it later, but he must have told that story 12, 15 times. He forgets where he heard the story. It's just that's a wonderful lunacy. It's a beautiful quality.
Wow.
I wish, God, it's just those things that you collect like diamonds.
Is this what goes on the set of the Adam Sandler movies? You guys sit around and tell old stories and crack each other up?
It's fun. I mean, we're literally, it's that kind of fun. But we work hard too.
But Seagal, that's the greatest.
You can hang around with him all the time.
I gotta just recreate
unbelievable proof.
Just follow him.
I should ask him for the proof.
I have proof that's unimpingible. That's such a word. Mafia is that he must have told it 25 times.
God. Rob, how about Stallone? How about some wacky Stallone stories?
Well, first of all, you can't.
You worked with him on Judge Dredd,
I did
right?
2 movies with him, one good one and one mediocre one. But it's like he hired me. So how do you say no? So how do you say you don't like a guy who wants to hire you? I want you to come to New England for 6 months and bang college girls and make this movie. Oh, yeah? I'm there. Yeah. I'll send you the script. You don't need to send me the script. Send me the ticket. But he was kind of, he had gone through, I guess it was just after his relationship with, where that gigantic blonde, the 7-foot blonde.
Yeah.
So he was in a, not particularly positive mood towards women. Right. So he was on a tear.
Yeah. So banging everything on
we were at Thanksgiving, and by that time I'd known, 3 months working together. I said, he can't fire me now.
Right.
So I say, it's Thanksgiving. They got enough film on me where they would cost them way too much money. Right. So I can it's like, I can say, I want to do it, let's try it this way or whatever. What do you mean? You do it this way. But and then it was Thanksgiving. I said, hey, it's Thanksgiving. He said, yeah, so what? I go, we're going to take all the Americans out to dinner, right? Americans being me, the only other American there. And the only way I can get into clubs, because nobody knew who the hell I was on Saturday Night Live, I can get in places for the first time in my life, but I'm in England. I can't get in anywhere unless I'm with Stallone. Stallone takes so I can get in a club. And so he said, okay, we'll go out to dinner, of course. He said, you're going to get a big dinner and you're going to pay for everything. I go, oh, yeah, why not? I'll charge you to the movie. I said, you're going to bring some girls, right? And he said, they'll be there. So anyway, so we go to this place. And it's a fancy club. It's like a Lanesborough, whatever. The Lanesborough, whatever. It's this beautiful restaurant, and it's packed. It's just packed. It's American. And then and there's a table that's his 2 Goombas, his assistant and his bodyguard, slash pimp or whatever he's got. And anyway, and then I said, where are the girls? He said, they'll be here. So we're cutting the turkey, and I look over and I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, literally 10 girls good-looking girls, but there's something off about them because they're wearing the shortest skirts you've ever seen. Their asses are hanging out. Their boobs are hanging out. You've never seen like this but they're pieces of ass. Just like, they're not supermodels, but they're good-looking girls. I'm trying to figure out, but anyway, the restaurant clears out in 30 seconds. You never seen people get the check and everything. These old people get the hell out of there. The next thing you know, it's just this huge table with all these girls, and they're all looking at Stallone, and I'm trying to say, well, there's 10. There's got to be one. He's only going to be able to bang 4, maybe 6, which leaves some residuals for his Goombas. I get 1, right?
Right.
So I'm talking to the girls, and then finally, the girls all at his end of the table are all talking about him. So I go, okay, so I make some jokes about myself. He laughs. So, what an idiot this guy is. So he tells some stories about Rocky or whatever. And finally I said, it's not working at this end of the table because they're all just staring at him. I can't get any attention. So I said, there's this, this Swedish girl down at the end of the table, and sort of if I go sit down, I start trying to get her attention and talking to her a little bit, and I go, and I go, what are you? And I'm trying to figure out who these girls are. Are you models? Are you, what? No, I said, too good looking for hookers, but there's something going on. Right. And I said, once, vi are models, so I do some modeling. I have on the Pit magazine now. And so she pulls out of her bag a magazine, and the magazine is Swank. And she's like one of the Swank models, and she's grabbing one boob, she's got one leg behind her head and whatever. And I go, wow, this is a great shot. I mean, you got your 8x10 right here.
Right.
And so anyway, so I'm talking to the girl at the end of the table, and I'm trying to talk to her and say, hey, what are you doing? You want to get a drink later? Whatever. Anyway, so about 15 minutes later, she just gets up and she just leaves, and I go, okay, whatever. So I go back and I sit down, and the only thing for me to do at this point is to see who he's going to end up banging.
Right.
This is the end of the night. I said, that's my dessert. Okay, who he's going to bang? I'll be able to think about that later when I'm alone. Right. And so, it's at the end of the night, he gets the check. Thank you, lady, about a great time. And then he takes the ladies over to the elevator, and I'm thinking, which one's going up, which one? They're all looking, which one's going to be picked, whatever. And he says, ladies, I must bid you adieu. He actually said adieu. I said, hey, good, he speaks French. So and then he leaves. The girls get ushered away, and then I said, I got to get in the elevator with him. He goes up, riding up to the top, and I can't believe this. There's 10 girls. You're not 3, 2, 1. Which one is it? I'm tired. I got to work in the morning. What am I going to do? It's Sunday night. And so what a waste of time. It's Thursday night. What am I going to do? I'm not going to do. And he said, who was hot? Was that Swedish girl I was talking to at the end of the table. And he takes a cigar out and goes, she's in my room.
Oh, my God.
What are you, idiot? Didn't you see? I have my Goomba, bring her the key. You're an idiot.
Working with guys like that, though, isn't it sort of weird? Like their lives, does it make you feel inconsequential when you're hanging out with a guy like that?
Because I've never been in a place, and I've been, around people who, people would stop them and shake their hands, whatever. I've never been walking down the street with somebody in traffic stops.
Right.
So now he was still a gigantic star at that.
Yeah, Stallone's another level, and you realize how easily that he could bang 2,000 women in his life.
No, do you think he has problem being married now? I mean, the guy had so much in terms of women, it might be hard for him to just focus on one.
I don't know. I think he's got younger kids, and he's just.
Do you still see him?
I don't hang out. I'd like to, because I had a.
I mean, the guy obviously liked you, right?
I mean, I should have hanging out with him. I don't know. I'd like to. You know what? I will. I'll try to get a hold of him because I had a great time on it.
Judge Dredd you did with him, and what was the other one?
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, right?
Which one was the good one?
I like Demolition Man. Judge Dredd it didn't work. You know what happens sometimes? It's like you could be too close to the cartoon, the comic book.
Yeah.
Like I woke the first day of the set. Somebody took a picture of me. I have it in my house, and it's just me seeing. It's like him in this super tight jumpsuit with bodyguard and a big codpiece. And when he looks like Jad, he looks like Jack LaLanne with a gigantic cock. And I went this movie's not going to work. And this is the first shot, first day.
You knew the first day when you saw the costume.
I saw the cock piece, and I went we're done.
You're so right.
I said I got 6 months on this, and I know this is not going to work.
You are so right. You could tell because the costume. I remember Judge Dredd. It was it was like a kind of an effeminate.
You could have too much power where people just won't say, you know what, that's a bad choice.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's a bad choice? You're right. It's a good choice. Did I say it's a bad choice? I never said that. You can't prove I ever said that, Sly. But at the same time, it's like, I was just happy to be there. Because, I just quit Saturday Night Live at that time, and you think that's it. Your umbilical cord. I remember when I quit Saturday Night Live, I remember literally thinking, okay, that's it. Am I never going to work again? I feel my balls sucking up into my abdomen. I think, this is it. Show business is over. Now you go back to your 12 jobs a year, and you're painting.
You bring up such a good point. I was saying to Beth last night, I said, I knew you were coming in the next day, and I just watched your movie. I said, I got to ask Rob, it must be the worst feeling in the world when you're just off Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
You've had this incredible exposure, this big job, and now the pressure's on to be either one of the guys who never works again after Saturday Night Live, or to be someone who does. So when Stallone calls you,
that was like the greatest phone call ever.
And you're like, wow, I got a major film to go to.
Yeah, it's like, thank God, I got another few months of being in show business.
I don't know how you do it.
People who it's like, to me, when I see athletes now, like football players or basketball players, and they got $20 million bonus and they spend it all, and we're like, you idiot!
Right.
And you got 4 years in the NFL, and these guys, I'm gonna play for 20. What do you mean 4 years? I'm gonna play till I'm 50. Well, no one has ever played till you're 50. People play till they're 25.
Doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I'd say, but and it's like when I left, I went like, well, maybe this is it. But I never had like these. I'm going to be the biggest movie star in the world. I just wanted to make a living at it.
Does SNL get rid of you, or did you leave? How does that all work?
I felt like they were, emotionally over me,
right.
And I felt like, I don't want to be the guy hanging around. I don't want to say who the name is, but it rhymes with Schmovitz. But I don't want to be the guy.
You don't want to be too long at the party, right?
I like Lovitz, and Lovitz is one of the funniest guys on the planet, and he can come back and be funny all the time. But I just didn't want to be.
He might have stayed at the party
coming.
too long.
Yeah, I think for me, I like when a couple of people were retiring and they said they were quitting after years, and for me, I'd like to sneak out of the party and not say goodbye to people.
That must have killed you though when you got your divorce and you had to give up so much money because, like you say, hey, this is a tough business, and I never know how long I'm.
But I do remember because my career's been in the toilet here and there, whatever,
Right.
And but the like this movie didn't get released on the big movie thing, but honestly. Usually it's you can't like go, all show business is against me. It's a conspiracy. It's against me and Artie. It's like, and they're going to pay the price.
Right.
Because I have access to weaponry. No, but what happens
But
is...
you've constantly worked, though.
No, I have,
right.
on and off, but the thing is, a lot of times, most of the time, it's because I wasn't having fun anymore or whatever. But now I just, I'm happy to be working and having fun.
You're great, man. And
Well, what are you going to do to protect your money now? You've got this girl moving
I got this girl. That's what's going to protect me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Is she a lawyer?
It worked so well last time. No, but I'm not worried about it.
I got to tell you, I do recommend that everybody get the new movie Big Stand. I'm not kidding you. It's funny.
You.
It's funny as hell. It really is good. So
I knew you'd like this one. The whole time I was making it, I said, this one Howard's going to like.
No, I love this movie. It's funny.
What went wrong with the sequel to Ace Bigelow?
Well, first of all,
Deuce Bigelow.
You weren't exactly the target audience for that. I'm sorry, Robin. But...
who did like it, all right?
No, there are people who like it. I got a decent a mention the other day in a magazine.
I love Deuce Bigelow.
I know.
But the second one sucked.
But the second one wasn't, it's tough to top the first one. There's some really funny individual pieces, but as a movie, it didn't have the same, it didn't have any heart.
You take risks, you try. Tim, go ahead. You're on the air. Hey, Tim, Canton, Ohio. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, Howard. Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, I'll tell you what. This guy has topped all the interviews in the last year. I mean, his impressions of Stallone and Steven Seagal.
Rob is one funny.
Thank you, buddy.
Tim, I agree with you. Rob is one of the funniest motherfuckers out there.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
One question for Rob. During his Saturday Night Live stand, what was one of his favorite skits he did?
Well, there was a really funny one that I did that I just, sleep deprivation is a big deal because you put in 100 hours, and most of the guys sitting around who did a lot of the work was like, it was Rob Smigel, Adam Sandler, this guy Jim Downey, and I was I'd like to say one of the guys. And one of the things we had in common, none of us wanted to go home. We're all avoiding something about our relationship we weren't happy with.
Did you literally set up at Saturday Night Live at the Rockefeller Center studios and just stay?
We just want to stay till 3, 4 in the morning. Wait till the girlfriend's asleep. Wait till she's asleep.
But maybe it's also because
you don't want to leave. But it's also it's fun. It's like we're finally here.
Right.
Let's make something funny.
Right.
And then sometimes at 4 o'clock in the morning, the idea would come because you'd be so exhausted. And so sometime I remember I was flying back from some place because at that time you get offered to do things. It's a charity. They want me for what? Charity? I'll go. What is it? Sure. Because you don't know. You're supposed to say no, or you can say no.
Right.
And then you get offered. So anyway, I'm doing this thing. It was a nice charity in New Orleans, and I'm flying back, and I hadn't slept in 2 days. And I'm thinking, what if I'm just naked right now? I was completely nude, naked. And I said, and other people had a problem with it, not me. And I thought, so it's a sensitive naked guy. And I was just,
it's
so I did hey, Kathy, what's the problem? Nothing. I don't want to talk. Come on, Kathy, please. We're not going to find out what's bothering you unless you're really telling me what's bothering you. Well, it's just that you're naked and it's really uncomfortable. You're sitting on my couch. You're not sitting on a towel. Come on, Kathy, what's really bothering you? And anyway, so it was just a stupid kind of thing. And the next thing I know, I'm naked on Saturday Night Live doing the bit.
I love to hear the origins of these bits because remember we were talking about Goat Boy and how that whole thing got started, and that was just the greatest story.
And that's the amazing thing about that show because if it does catch on, you know everyone's talking about it the next day. You just never know what's. So it was.
That's why you stayed there till 2 or 3 in the morning. You knew that the next Saturday night you could get something on live and you could get a sketch on, and you didn't have to wait 7 years to produce it. And you know, I mean,
it's like it took 2 years from writing the movie to Josh Lee wrote the original draft. He did a great job to finally making Big Stan. If I had a Tuesday, I find out Saturday if it's funny. It's like I had such a tiny little hole in the wall room. They had so many writers there. I used to joke about it. The cast was so big that it took till midnight before the scroll was like, and feature player David Spade, and feature player guest feature player Adam Sandler, associate guest feature player Rob Schneider, and it's like and Al Franken, who will never leave.
In a way, movies are too big in a sense that there's so much pressure to make a movie. With a sketch, it's so much better. You get an idea and you throw it on.
And it's 3 minutes later. They offer me, do you want to do the Copy Machine Guy movie? It's like, no, I can't even come up with a 3-minute bit. How am I going to do it? People are going to be pulling their eyeballs.
Well, you know that
it's a copy guy.
You know that bit he's talking about where he would go the Jakester, Jake Rooney, stuff like that. Norm told me a hilarious story about Rob, where I guess this was you were at SNL. Do you guys know the name Football Williams? Remember who that guy is?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Football Williams is the guy.
I can't believe you remember this.
Well, Norm told me this. Okay. It's hilarious. Yeah. Football Williams is the guy from the video with the LA riots.
Right.
He's the black kid who hit.
Right.
What's his face with
Reginald
Denny, the white truck driver. They pulled out of it. He's the black kid who hit him with a brick right in the face.
Oh.
And he just starts dancing.
And they call him Football Williams.
Yeah, Football Williams is his name. Right. So Norm tells me this story about Rob. Football Williams became a big celebrity from that. He was on Donahue or something.
Right.
So he's in the NBC
in the same
building.
studio as us as Donahue. And the guy who killed somebody, who threw a brick, he was getting the shit beat out of him, and that wasn't enough. This monster, this non-human being comes up with a brick and hits him on top of the head. Absolutely the most inhumane thing.
So you're bitter that this guy is so famous, and he tells me, Rob, supposedly you were taking a leak next to him in the NBC.
I look over and I go, hi.
Football Williams, it's you.
And Rob has this idea look, I'm talented, I'm doing characters, I'm trying to get famous. This guy's fucking famous. And he really was pissed off at the guy, Football Williams. And then what happened?
I've never been on Donahue, he's on Donahue.
Right.
I don't get asked. Phil hasn't asked me, so
So then do you remember what happened? Because Norm told me the whole thing.
What happened?
Rob said he was so pissed off at this guy, and then Football Williams, because that character he did was an enormous character.
Right.
He said he finishes taking a leak, and he comes over and he goes, "Yeah, man, you the copy guy from Saturday Night Live." And now Rob, someone recognized him, so he likes him. "Yeah, man, how you doing?" Other guy goes, "Do my name. He goes, "I don't want to." He goes, "Do my name." He said, "Rob had to sit there and go, Footballer Rooney."
Yeah. Please don't kill me.
Don't throw a brick at my head.
Yeah. He said, "Don't throw a brick in my face."
You're out of the air.
Sneaking out. Not staying any longer in the bathroom. This guy's a killer-rama.
And he didn't get that. Of course, he's like, "Damn, it's doing my name."
Kurt, go ahead. You're on the air in Stony Brook.
Hey now. Yeah, Rob, I have a question for you. This is a great interview. I want to know what happened after the Leno show, after you went on dressed up as Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, that's right. You went on as...
Yeah, well, they just asked me to do that, and I said, because Martin Sheen didn't show up 10 years. I said, "Can you just fill in?" I got nothing to say or promote. I said, and they said, "Well, just can you come in?" I mean, literally, we'd have got nobody. And I said, "Well, just ask me his questions and just say that I'm him." And so then it worked. It worked as a bit because he'd ask me questions about stuff, and I just look and go, and then I just make up something. And so then they asked, then I'd filled in for what's his face didn't show up, and I got a couple hours, so I dressed up like him, Richard Gere. And they said, "Well, if a woman doesn't show up, that's the only way to do something, because you don't want to just show up and not do something funny."
Right.
And so I said, "Well, someday if a woman." So anyway, they gave me a call because Lindsay Lohan's in rehab or something. And I said, "Well, that could be funny. Just ask me Lindsay Lohan questions, and
I'll be Lindsay Lohan."
But I had to be a little careful because I wanted to snort cocaine. I wanted to call people on the phone and yell at people. So but Howard, but Jay's didn't want to kill her.
Right.
And I don't blame him. He's got his thing. So we just did that, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, Lindsay, I guess her mom got angry.
Dina Lohan, didn't she yell at you or something?
She got mad.
She said that was disrespectful. This is a family issue. Well, it's not really a family issue because your daughter's famous. This is a celebrity issue.
You're living your life out in public.
I know, but she's part of it. And I said a quote at some Dave Matthews concert. Somebody got me, and I guess I was a little stoned. And I have been stoned since, by the way. But you got to spoke for Dave Matthews. So I'm a little high, and somebody comes up to me and said, "So this Lindsay Lohan said this about you." And I said, maybe when she stops partying with her daughter, maybe I'll have some respect for her.
Right.
The next thing I know, it's in People magazine. I said, "What? I said that?
Yeah,
I did say that. I didn't know I said that to somebody with a tape recorder."
They should have realized you were at a Dave Matthews concert.
Yeah,
it's also a good point.
Yeah. Hey, anyway, Rob, it's so great when you come in, man.
Thank you,
I love
man.
it, and I'm
Great to
really
be back.
excited for your movie. Had a great time watching it. I recommend it to my audience. If you want to know what a guy does when he's about to be ass raped,
yeah,
this is the movie for you.
It's the feel-good ass-raping movie of the spring.
It's available on
We should
DVD
send
tomorrow.
it to Bernie Madoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to Bernie.
Yeah.
He can, that was a
use
good idea. I'll
He
just
could
drop
be the
it off.
sequel. Rob Schneider's film Big Stan. You got to check it out. Rob, thanks for coming
Great
in,
being
man.
here.
Rob, how'd it go, man?
It's fun.
Yeah, it was good seeing everyone again.
Oh, man, it's just great. This is the best, man. It's the funnest interview you can do in show business.
What do you like about Howard's show? It seems you have so many stories. It's so easy for you to talk.
Because
to
no one else, I can't say these stories anywhere else, and he appreciates it because he's been in this for 25 years. I've been in it for 25 years. It's a history. So it's just kind of fun because at the end of the day, you can have your money, you can have your relationships, but what you collect after a while, stories. And so it's fun to for me, it's just getting laughs, He's got a great laugh. And if you make Howard laugh, you feel like, it's a great feeling.
Cool.
So it's fun to be out, It's to me, it's doing Howard is always like, yeah, I gotta do Howard,
Awesome.
I don't have to hide anything.
So you had a good time today,
because
right?
he'll attack me if I do try to hide something. It was fun. That was a pleasure, man.
Awesome. All right, man. Thanks for
Now I
stopping.
got to deal with the carnage of all the stuff I said.
You think you're in trouble with anything
Hey,
you said?
I'm not worried about it, man. I didn't say nothing. I don't think.
Nothing that bad.
Nothing too bad.
I'm going to lecture Benji right now. I do actually love Benji, and I'm going to lecture him right now because I'm reading about this radio reporter who got killed in the sex slave ring.
Yeah.
And I'm going to... By the way, if I sound a little dopey and tired, I stayed up for the entire American Idol last night till 10 o'clock, which I never do.
Was that important to you?
It is. You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it is. It's that important to me.
I watched it last night, Howard.
All right, don't act like you're above it because you seem to be watching it plenty.
I read about it, and that's why I can comment on some things.
Okay.
But last night I was doing some things. I said, let me turn this on. It's Motown, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let me listen to this.
Say you watched it.
It's one bad performance after another.
Well, maybe that's the fun of it. But Benji's the guy I need to lecture.
Please.
I need to lecture this motherfucker. Because I'm reading this thing and I'm thinking of him. And I know he goes on Craigslist and all these other websites to find liaisons with women. And as I read to you yesterday, guys who cannot get laid in real life are getting laid online in droves. But the danger is
Why
amazing.
are they having so much success online?
I don't know. And then why, Benji? How do you explain it? Why so much success online?
It's like niche marketing. You could you go for exactly what you want.
Right.
You can. It's like fishing, but you have a line out all day till a fish bites on it.
Web full of lusty encounters and dangerous liaisons. The fact that radio reporter George Weber met his alleged killer on Craigslist didn't weigh heavily on the minds of some New Yorkers looking for lust there yesterday. It says here that this hasn't even made people stop and think.
It didn't cause even a ripple.
It
Nobody
didn't cause
stopped.
a ripple, that's
People
right.
want to get laid.
The troubled teen accused in the stabbing death of radio reporter George Weber is a Satan-loving sadomasochist and hustler who agreed to do a drug-fueled rough sex romp for $60. Knife fetishist John Katehis.
Oh, knife fetish.
Knife fetishist, 16 years old, stabbed Weber 50 times to the neck and body, police said. He and Weber met online sometime last week and had arranged to meet Police Commissioner Ray Kelly said. There was going to be an exchange of money. Katehis was charged as an adult with second-degree murder, which don't mean shit because you know what? He's 16. He ain't going to go to...
He's only 16?
Yeah. He's probably just going to go to I don't know, what do they call that? Like a juvie.
Juvie.
Yeah.
But what about the legality of it? Is it illegal to have sex with a 16-year-old?
I would imagine.
Yeah, that's underage.
It sounds like something wrong to me.
I don't know, maybe not every state, but
I think
around
New
here,
York it's 17, right?
Yeah, around here it is. I think Jersey's 18.
After the murder Friday, Katahis shed his bloody clothes and fled Weber's pad and some of the victim's duds, only to land in cop custody after a G-train conductor spotted his bleeding left hand. First of all, I can't believe that anyone on the subway cares when somebody's bleeding.
How can you tell? Everybody is inside. I don't know what's going on the subway.
Isn't that an amazing story that a subway conductor saw a guy bleeding and stopped to get involved?
I mean, we've been on the subway. Would you have noticed anybody bleeding?
I seen people missing a leg and there's blood pouring out of it. No one stops.
You have tunnel vision.
There are people shitting on chairs and nobody stops.
It's like in that movie, Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3. The thing gets hijacked and some guy sleeps through it. He's like, I don't want to see anything.
He sleeps through the whole thing.
Katis told cops at Helmhurst Hospital he cut his hand on a bottle. Weber's body wasn't found until Sunday, so cops had no idea Katahis might be a killer. They let him go, and he fled upstate to Middletown, hoping to hide out at a friend's house.
What friend took him in?
I don't know. What school is this kid missing from? He's 16, I guess. I don't know. Everybody's doing their own thing. When cops nabbed him just before midnight Tuesday, Katahis was still dressed in Weber's clothes and carrying a dagger. That was not the murder weapon.
That was another knife.
Katahis admitted stabbing Weber, a longtime WABC reporter, after answering an ad on Craigslist looking for rough sex. He saw the victim's ad looking for violent sex and said, I can smother somebody for $60, but it got out of hand, the police source said. What kind of ad is that? What kind of ad is that? That's some fucking ad.
It's niche marketing, as
looking for violent. He was looking for violent sex. Well, he got it.
Yeah. He should be very. You know what? That was another thing that occurred to me. He was just delivering what the guy wanted.
Niche marketing.
They say that the reporter should have checked MySpace, because if you looked on MySpace, this kid had a page. And the whole page is pictures.
You got to do an investigation, I suppose.
Yeah, pictures of himself with various knives, including one he held against his neck. He also issued a chilling warning. If you disrespect me, then I will fucking break your neck, he wrote.
Yeah, there he is with a sword.
He calls himself... You see a guy with a sword, don't have rough sex with him. He also called himself an extremist and an anarchist and a sadomasochist. And he enjoyed long conversations, drinking, bike riding, and hanging out.
This is the kind of guy you want to hook up with.
Well, he's all right, except for the killing part.
How exciting.
He also listed more reckless hobbies, such as roof hopping. That's where you jump off a roof and see if you live.
Actually, it's jumping from roof to roof to see if you can make it, isn't it?
Like Spider-Man, except without the spider powers.
You know what it's like? It's like this old joke where a guy goes to another guy, hey, man, you want to come to a big party I'm having out by the campgrounds tonight? And the guy's like, what's it going to be? He goes, it's going to be a little drinking, a little fighting, a little fucking,
Yeah.
The guy's like, great, what time should I be there? And he goes, well, it's just going to be me and you, so whatever time you want.
Whatever time you show up.
Turns out all the people in the neighborhood knew this kid, and they said he was one of those weird loners and quiet and creepy, and
they're not surprised.
They said, well, we all stayed away from him.
Yeah, they're not surprised that he killed somebody.
Finally, a guy seemed like... usually it's the guy, I don't know, he was a nice guy.
People pretty much had this guy pegged as a killer. We stayed away from him, said a 21-year-old who gave his name as Chino.
If Chino's staying away from you, you got a problem.
Meanwhile, the radio reporter was laid off from WABC. Meanwhile, he spent $60 on a kid to come over and tie him up.
Well, he was still working at one of the networks. He was laid off from the local.
A lot of his friends said, gee, I wish people knew George the newsman the way we knew George.
Yeah, but George had another side.
All right. Well, listen, he wasn't a bad guy just because he liked young boys to tie him up.
Well, 16 is illegal.
That is
just
true.
Pointing that out, that's not a good thing.
That is a negative mark against him.
I don't necessarily want to know George's other side.
But Benji, my point of view is, man, I mean, I could see somebody being really annoyed by you and chopping you up in a little baggie.
In a bag.
In a big baggie.
Several baggies. Big garbage baggie.
Yeah, like we're talking hefty bag.
Like I could see somebody taking Benji in, duct taping him, putting him in a bathtub like in Scarface, getting out a chainsaw, cutting him up into pieces, sticking him in about 5 different garbage bags, and burying him all over Manhattan.
Right.
That's what I could see happening very easily. I could see me doing that to Benji. I mean, Benji, you don't ever think of that?
Yeah, but listen. I'll be totally straight with you.
Be straight. I'm being serious.
Listen. Anytime you're doing something a little bit on the extreme, like let's say if there's a girl willing to meet you at 2 a.m. on the internet, it might be that she's more willing to do crazy stuff too, but you really have the same risk in a bar. It's just because the type of people that might be attracted to that might be.
But don't you think that You know, a girl who says that 2 in the morning could easily lure you back to a place where a guy's going to rob you and beat you.
But I don't see that happening any more than like picking up a chick in a nightclub.
No, the chick in the nightclub, you can see who she's with. You can see what's going on.
Maybe. I mean, but the truth is, at least for the police, maybe people don't realize it. You can trace the internet more than anything.
Yeah,
so they'll be able to find your killer. Yeah, that's what you want.
So after you're dead, we'll be able to find the guy. Okay, that's a good point of view. I didn't realize you were that well thought out.
Go to www.imgonatokillbenji.com.
As Benji points out, he got laid Saturday, and what he says was like a model who was
no. She was very attractive. I said there have been model. To me, girls as hot as models. Wow. She was a very attractive girl. Like I think if she walked in here, you'd be like, "Wow, that girl's hot."
And not just. And you met her what time of night?
I'll have to go back. I think it was like 9:30 or 10:30.
And you never say to yourself, "There's got to be something wrong with this chick," because I mean, she can't get a guy. She has to go on the internet.
Well, no, she can get a guy. She knows that. She knows she can go out to a bar and get a guy in 2 seconds.
Right.
You can't get a Benji though.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, why can't she go to a bar and just meet a guy and then say, "Hey, let's fuck"?
I don't know for sure why girls. There's a lot of girls that like to be pretty wild.
Right.
But for some reason, they prefer to do it like this.
I almost think it's a fetish.
I don't think it's a fetish. What he's claiming is, if you go to a bar, it's awkward. If you put the thing on, look, I just want to fuck. I don't want to get to know you. But I can't imagine there's that many girls who are hot that really just don't just want to fuck.
There's probably not.
I think it's a different world now. I think he's right.
There's probably not that many. But again, we're in a big city, like 18 million people. If you have a few percent that are into that, you have a lot to choose from.
Yeah, but there's like no way, maybe at least hot chicks have the same sex drive as a guy. Because whenever I meet a smoking hot chick, when I become friendly with them, I'm like, what is it like to know you can have sex anytime you want? Like a hot chick can fuck anytime she wants, pretty much.
The only time
what time of night was this? 2 in the morning?
No, it ended around. I'd have to look up on my
9:30.
Yeah.
All right, so you get 9:30. She contacts you on this website, or you contact her on the website. I don't know which it is.
Right.
And which is it? You contacted her?
I like, yeah.
Okay. You like to be the guy who contacts?
No. I do both ways.
Okay, so this one you contacted. You saw her picture. You liked the way she looked.
Okay.
And then you...
No, I didn't see her picture. Once we talked to each other, she sent a picture.
Okay. So you see the picture, and then you got to question if it's really her or not, but okay.
We talked on the phone. Right.
Okay. So then she goes, okay, I'm going to meet you.
Right.
Or come over to my apartment.
Right.
And then you go right over to her apartment.
Well, she came to my place.
She came to your place. She said, and so the doorbell rings and she's there.
No. I went out to the street to meet her. I don't tell her my address.
Oh, right. That's right. Okay. That's right. You said, and you
stand under a lamppost.
Right.
I tell her somewhere about a block 2 away.
I see.
And meet her. and the only time I've been rejected has been when it's an ugly chick.
Ugly chicks have rejected you.
Right.
Yeah.
It seems like with the hotter the chick is, it's less like they seem to be less concerned, at least at the point you meet them.
Wow. Because seriously, I don't mean this as a put down. I mean, you are a chubby guy and balding and and
Do
sweaty.
you wear that skull cap when you go?
Yeah. I mean, I can't even. I just find it hard to believe.
He looks like a bloated Bruce Willis.
Listen, I think, I don't know, maybe I have just some sort of incredible self-esteem, but I think I'm pretty good looking. Dude. I know I'm not a Stamos, but I think I'm...
you're not a Stamos?
You're not hideous. Like even Beth has said to me, I think Benji, if he lost some weight, might be a nice looking guy.
He's
but
not a bad... It's
not
nice of you to
horrible.
admit you're not Stamos.
But that's also
but
why...
Benji, you're complete. You're like the chicks who come in here who think they're like Playboy material, and they're clearly not.
I don't know. It doesn't... I don't think looks are as important to a lot of chicks as they are to guys.
I guess not.
And also, I think that's, you're saying, why is the computer? The computer, you can use words. And on the phone, you can use words.
And you can show them your personality.
Yes.
So you're a wordsmith, is what
Robin.
But if I'm a girl who's looking to get laid, I want the best looking guy I can get.
Some girls are.
Yeah.
Some girls are, and sometimes I won't get that.
Yeah.
But some girls, that's not what they're looking for.
So she came over.
Or at least not their top priority.
Do you send them a picture? You said she sent you a picture.
Yeah, usually. You know what? I didn't send her a picture. I didn't send her a picture.
Wow. She didn't care.
I guess not.
Wow.
So then you go and you meet.
I avoid sending a picture.
You bring her up to your apartment. Within 20 minutes, she said, you're banging her.
Yeah.
Wow. Like the clothes come off and let's do it.
I had some wine. We had some drinks.
And this is the one you ate out for 4 hours?
Yeah, and I've gotten people say, "Well, you can't." It's not like I'm sitting there just lick for 4 hours straight.
Yeah,
we're playing. I'm licking. I'm fingering, and sometimes we cuddle and kiss, and it's going back and forth to that.
Oh, I want to throw up.
That's what she said too.
Cuddling Benji, kissing Benji, and him licking you for 4
If
hours
you're going out
like a cat,
for
or even me,
anonymous sex, don't you want to just have the sex and go?
Even like my dog who craves human attention can't stand to be next to someone for 4 hours. I mean, that's a lot of attention.
And even when dogs lick you, after a while they stop.
They stop. They go get a drink of water.
If I'm turned on by a chick, I could give her oral for a while, but
4 hours.
You can take the fucking SATs.
It wasn't 4 hours straight.
Right, I understand. But that's without screwing, because you said you like to wait for the big moment.
Well, I like to screw over and over and over again, but I know, like I said, I want to shower because I want to wash, anything off between the condom and my penis.
Right. All right. Well, maybe I've heard enough.
Oh, it's just creepy.
I'm just telling you how dangerous this is.
Yeah, look at this. We were just talking about this. The guy with a knife on the front page of the fucking paper.
Just because like I said before, a lot of girls do not find this hot to do this, so I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just dating.
Liar. You keep saying that.
Well, I'm not.
You are doing it.
You just did it on Saturday.
Why are you lying? Don't lie to the women that you date either. They got to know that this is what you're into.
I'm not. I'm into sex.
Benji, you do this tons of times in a week. What are you talking about? You're not into it. You are. Why are you denying that you're into it?
Because girls, I'm looking to date regular girls.
So you're gonna have to find a girl who accepts this.
But
lifestyle.
you better tell them your truth too, because once they find out about this,
people are more accepting once they know you for a couple weeks.
Yeah. I like how we go. So I'm really not into this. You do it every week for the last God knows how many years.
He's forcing himself.
Wow. If I looked like Benji, I would be so nervous that when the girl saw me, she'd be disappointed.
Well,
that I would never do this.
The only reason.
But what choice do you have if you look
you
like
guys
him?
ask, this is why, again, I'm hesitant to talk about it also, because the fun part about it is, let's say you do get rejected. Big deal. Fuck.
I do.
But what does that mean?
I would feel bad about myself.
But let's say no one knew about it.
I know about it.
It does hurt. It hurts when you get rejected by a chick. I know what Howard's saying. It gets to you. You're like, well, shit. Well, maybe I am really an ugly fat slut.
But Benji actually might have a healthier attitude. He knows he's hideous, but he goes forth anyways.
That's why, again, I never say.
He doesn't know he's hideous. He thinks he knows he's not as good as Stamos, but
right.
He's somewhere
So you actually think on some level he really thinks he's attractive?
He said,
in other words,
he tells you all the time. He tells me all the time how attractive.
Well, Fred, listen. You said he's hideous. You said he's hideous. Listen to the gap here. You said he's hideous. Benji feels it's necessary to say out loud he's no Stamos. So Benji feels it's Benji feels it's necessary to get that information out verbally.
So Stamos was on Full House. Benji's as big as a Full House.
The best week that you ever had doing this, could you bang 5 different girls in a week?
That's the appeal of it. If you want to get laid, you can get laid. If you you still have to put time into it.
That's what this guy said in his letter. He says he can't get laid in his regular life, but when he goes online, he gets laid like crazy. So that's why people are taking these big risks, but you can end up chopped up in a bag.
Right.
I mean, where do you think your looks fall in our staff? I'm being serious. Okay, do you think you're better looking than Fred? Be honest.
It's so hard for me to judge that.
He thinks yes. I can answer that.
Be honest.
I think my face is like a prettier face.
Right.
But I think women would think of him as handsome, more handsome.
So you're prettier than Fred.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. What are you saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, he looks like Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Like
He's
Paul
prettier.
Abdul, you're not answering the question. Are you
I think
better
all
looking
guys
than
are
Fred?
handsome guys, pretty much.
Are you better looking than? Are you better looking than Fred?
I guess I think I'm sexier. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you better looking than Fred? Yes or no?
Well, you have to include shape. So shape-wise, no. If you include I'm fat, no. I think
how can we not include that?
If you were a girl, who would you want?
The whole
Fred,
package.
If Benji, who is better looking? You're looking at both of you now on the TV monitor.
Me.
Who is better looking? You're better looking.
Yeah.
Than Fred. Okay.
Just in the monitor.
Look
right
at
now.
Artie. Who are you? Are you better looking than Artie? Or is
Can I
Artie
see
better
the
looking than you?
right now?
Oh my God!
I don't know. Artie's so interesting looking, but I would say me right now again.
Okay.
Right in the monitor right now.
I'd have to
I tell you, he's delusional.
Are you better looking than Gary?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, I don't have
Well, that picture of Gary right now with his finger up his nose.
It's really hard of me because I think of you guys as all interesting. Like, okay.
I go, are you better looking than Gary? And the TV camera goes on Gary, and his fingers are up his nose.
When I first,
it's like, you know what, Benji, you are better looking than Gary.
better have it.
Like I can tell you right now,
Gary, what is that? You love to smell your fingers.
I love smelling them.
Yes, you were. Go look at the tape. I know what you like. You love to be honest for a minute and stop the lying.
I don't smell my fingers.
This is you 90% of the time when the camera goes. Now watch me.
I can't see you.
You're like, you're like this.
You know that's not true.
I swear, Gary. He loves his fingers and he loves to smell them.
There he goes.
Yeah, there he is. Look, there he is. I can't hear him. He's talking to me, but I can't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah. So I'm like this. It's more like a thinking position than I'm not like.
Oh, you're the thinker.
I don't know why I do it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you any great explanation, except I'm not smelling anything.
You're like that old joke, asshole pussy.
But who's asshole?
I don't know.
But just to get back.
All right, so Benji, you're better looking than Gary.
Let me.
He's the handsomest guy here.
When Will Murray first started here, I liked him a lot, but I felt bad for him. I was like, oh, he's such a boring-looking guy. Girls will never be into him.
Right.
But then it ends up, like, girls are like, oh, my God, he's, like, the cutest thing in the world. So I guess I don't know what guys, you know what.
You thought that about Will? That he was a boring-looking guy and you felt bad for him?
Yeah.
See, that's how off he is.
What's going through his head?
His barometer
I just thought he was such a nice guy, but he was, like, real shy. And
he's like, Benji's like, gee, that's like the Elephant Man.
Yeah.
Elephant Man walks into a room. You ready? He goes like this. Oh, my God, I feel so bad for you. You look horrible. I mean, what is that?
Benji, when he was thinner with hair, I saw pictures. I mean, he wasn't a bad-looking guy, but that's not the case.
Remember when we judged the picture?
30 years ago.
Best picture, I was the best.
Yeah, I know.
But that's a picture from 30 years ago,
I've never seen you look
Benj.
that good. There was one of those weird, like, you look at my press photo, that's the best I've ever looked. I look great in that picture.
I love your face. I think you have a really great face.
You happen to be
He'd
right.
have sex with you.
Do you think I'm better looking than you?
No.
See?
But it's what you want.
I mean, there's no guy.
I love your eyes. I love your hair. You have like a cool Semitic look.
Yeah, rock star here.
A cool Semitic look.
Do you think Tom Chiasano was a good looking guy?
No, see that's the Will type. I didn't know how sexy girls found him. Then
you think Jared's a good looking guy?
Yeah.
You think you're better looking than him?
Jared is a good looking guy.
You think Jared's better looking than you?
Yeah, he edges me out.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's the only one.
Yeah.
Wow.
If
what
Jared
a world.
gains 70
So Jared's number one, Benji number two.
If Jared gains 70 pounds.
Will number 3.
You got to get some women in here.
And
for a
lost
beauty
his
pageant.
hair. I think I'd be better looking than him.
If you what?
If Jared gained 70 pounds and lost his hair, I think I'd be better looking than him.
I don't even know about that.
And gouged out one of his eyes and ripped off his nose. Then maybe you'd win.
It is clear, though. I get frustrated when I think of Will because Will could have went on a tear. He got married too quick, I think.
Well, he wanted the love of a
Did
woman.
he tear at all?
I don't know.
Well, he did that threesome. So he must have been busy.
Right,
yeah, with a guy.
Yeah, but that was him and a guy.
But that's one thing he's spoken about.
Some guy came on him.
I mean, he's a good-looking guy. I think he probably took advantage of a lot of things.
What was that? Some guy blew a load on you or something?
No, well, you didn't blow a load on me.
What are you talking about?
No, that's me.
Oh.
No, that was Artie.
What happened to you in that threesome?
Nothing. It was broken up before it finished. There was no loads.
You were sharing a girl with a
broke it
guy.
up?
You're good looking enough. You don't have to be sharing girls with guys, man. You can have your own girl.
But I'm curious with Will. Did you, in a clandestine way, ever? You could have banged a lot of broads, but you got a great chick.
What are you going to do? That's the way it goes.
He's not all that sexual.
That's right.
He's a cancer survivor too, so there's a whole different psychology.
That's even more of a reason to fuck.
No.
I think some people
he must have promised God that he would be good. Or
No,
I think he made some weird.
That was a bad deal.
He made some weird promises.
No.
I would promise God.
God
you know
was
that?
so good to me.
You know, I would promise God. You know that thing that you made me love doing? Coming, I'm going to do a lot of it.
All right, thank you, Will.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, you're on the air. Good morning to you. It's a big morning. I finally got the article in the paper I've wanted, and
we should be breaking open the champagne.
And Benji, we've learned, is the best-looking guy in the show next to Jared.
And we all were wrong here. He's no Stamos.
Right.
On the bronchometer, he is number one.
Well, how come we didn't ask the one woman in the room here? I mean,
oh, please. I don't want to put Robin on the spot.
Why would you want to listen to me? I wouldn't know a thing. Benji is the authority.
I mean, Robin, Benji is nowhere near good looking in your eyes, right?
I have a question.
Benji is not ugly. He's not heinous. He's not hideous as Fred has said.
All right, let me. Okay, since everyone wants the woman's point of view, all right, you have to have sex with one of the two people. It's always going to be Benji or. All right.
But what, is she including what she like? Because Robin, I think she likes me, but she is like disgusted by me. So
all I'm asking, it's a physical
looks thing.
A looks thing. Benji or Fred?
Fred.
All right. Benji or Artie?
Well, you know what? Artie's personality factors in. Artie's got a great personality.
We're talking about.
I got to go strictly on looks. And Artie now.
Yes, Artie now. Artie out of shape.
Or do you want to go with
near death
Benji?
It would almost be necrophilia on your part. All right, we got the answer. Have a good time with Benji.
Have fun.
Doing?
How you doing?
Good.
I really don't want to be firm because I have a bone to pick with Scott Gerstein. He's been like a prick to me lately. So unless if I sign a release, I really don't want to be on camera.
Why not? You won't talk to me?
No, not against you. I have a bone to pick with Scott.
Scott Goodstein?
Yeah. Yeah, so... This
all
one,
right.
yeah,
This
one. Okay, do
So Kurt Angle's coming in today. He's a wrestler. He's a big deal. Elephant Boy. You know,
you got to worry about these wrestlers now. Wrestlers are just dying.
I know.
Well, do you know the part in the movie The Wrestler where he gets staple gunned?
Uh-huh.
You know the kid who's my bodyguard I showed you a picture of?
Yeah.
The kid who
Yeah, I
came
know.
home when he was 17 and his parents were gone? He does that shit.
He wrestles.
No, not Kurt. This kid wrestles in amateur wrestling matches around Jersey. Almost the exact scene in the movie The
And
Wrestler.
he staples himself?
He's been in staple gun matches.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I mean, like, there's no phoniness. They staple gun.
Right.
Right.
Hey, what's your problem with that?
I don't know. I guess
Why don't you grow up and accept reality, man?
That's making a living.
Yeah, I
But,
guess so.
You know, just a couple of weeks ago, the test was found dead.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we had that guy who killed his wife and kid and then killed himself.
Oh, yeah, that guy went nuts. Yeah.
I told Elephant Boy you could come down here and meet Kurt Angle, but he's going to have to do something.
I'm just worried that Kurt Angle is...
We had a good idea. We had a whole bunch of ideas. Where is Elephant Boy? Bring him in here real quick.
I haven't seen Elephant Boy this year.
I got to tell him he's got to do something to meet Kurt Angle. He just can't meet Kurt Angle.
Yeah, why should he just get to meet him?
I mean, I love Elephant Boy, but, you know, there are rules. Hey, Elephant Boy. Boy, you gained weight. Put on a few, huh?
Yeah, I have a little belly.
Gary says to me this morning, you think Elephant Boy will be wearing his fanny pack?
Yes, and there it is.
And there it is. And
you
Elephant
got it.
Boy's the last fanny pack wearer, I
And
think,
look
in the
at
country.
that color. I mean, that must be from the 1980s.
He's got a fanny pack that not only is a fanny pack not cool, it looks like a colostomy bag on his hip, but he's got a fanny bag that doesn't match any outfit he could be wearing. It's a purple
No,
fanny
I am
bag.
not color coordinated.
Yeah. What color is that, would you say? Purple?
Maroon.
What?
Maroon. Yeah.
Maroon.
Moron.
That isn't maroon.
Whatever.
Why would you get a maroon fanny pack?
Yeah, it was on set. That's why I say have enough pockets for me and I don't lose stuff.
Why don't you get like a knapsack or a cool thing, like a bag like I got?
I have a knapsack I usually take to walk with me, but this is like with my small stuff.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got? What is so important that you got in your fanny pack?
I got my radio, my cell phone, my cards. Credit cards.
Yeah, but can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Why not? You see, like I got like a case, like I carry around a bag.
Yeah.
Because like that fanny, I'm just saying that fanny pack attached to your belt.
Well, maybe next time instead of I take my knapsack, I do have one.
No, because that's a lot cooler. I'm just.
Well, he's always wearing that fanny pack.
Elephant Boy has always reminded me of a celebrity, and it just fucking hit me who he reminds me of.
I'll tell you exactly who you're thinking of.
Okay, go ahead.
I got to think of the guy's name. I know he's been in a couple of movies.
He's been a guest.
He's been a guest, and I can't. He's blonde hair.
Not the guy I'm thinking of.
I'm thinking of a musician.
I'm thinking of an actor.
I'm thinking of an actor too.
Okay, I'm thinking of a musician. See if you're with me here. He looks like if Ron Wood sustained a bad head injury. Doesn't he look, he looks like he got Ronnie Wood's nose. He looks like Ronnie Wood.
Who are you thinking, Fred?
I'm thinking of David Arquette.
See, I'm not thinking of David Arquette. I'm thinking of I can't think of the fucker's name though.
What? People in the past told me I look like Emilio Estevez back when I was younger.
Emilio Estevez?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't look like Emilio Estevez.
Okay, that's what people told me.
Anyway, Kurt Angle's coming in. Elfin Boy's a big wrestling fan. There was a couple of ideas.
He's still into wrestling.
Yeah, he's still into it. Well, you still gay or are you straight now?
I'm straight now.
Yeah, you see, someone said to me, do you think Elfin Boy's gay, but he's just being straight? I go, Elfin Boy did so many gay things that he's gay. He's a gay man who's trying.
Fucking
He's trying to be straight. But
you are faggot.
So I feel bad for
I
it.
don't think that he's the kind of gay that is struggling to be straight.
But Howard, here's the question.
Of course he's gay.
Can a man go through a period of time, say 2 or 3 years,
No.
a phase of being gay, and then just give it up and be straight?
No.
You're gay.
But there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that's nothing wrong. Like to me, it's a phase. I think I'm all out of it, but who knows what happened to future? It's not my
That means he's
object.
going back.
I'm saying if Kurt Angle walked
Right,
in.
like I said, call me in not for 10 years.
I'm saying if Kurt Angle walked in, stripped down nude, and said, Elfin Boy, blow me, Elfin Boy would be on his knees.
Yeah.
I would also say that very few people who go through a phase actually make movies. Like Elton Boy made a movie.
That was years ago. Something I regretted, but
Doesn't matter how many years ago it was.
Why is he fighting being gay, Howard?
Because it's not an easy life, and he's got enough problems. He's Elfin Boy.
You might as well go gay. Nothing's going to get easy for you.
True, but I think of this as a much of a hard time I get to get ladies, I have double the hard time getting men.
Really, you think?
Yeah, I think the most I can get is like old guys.
So he doesn't feel that he could get
anybody
good-looking men, so he's sticking with women.
You can get good-looking women?
You still got that girlfriend?
Yeah, but she's how'd you say, indisposed.
Oh, she's in jail?
It still is, yeah.
Oh, she's still in jail?
How long is she going away for?
Probably not to do early next year.
Wow.
How many years has she been away?
2 years. I told me it's 2 years.
How's she doing?
Well, I just talked to her this weekend. She's doing okay.
Is she getting it on with girls in prison?
Yeah, no.
Not her thing?
Not a thing. Unlike me, she never went through a phase.
What's she doing in prison? I didn't even know why she got in there.
She's illegal use of prescription drugs. Double burning from different doctors for the same prescription, and then give it to other people.
So she was selling it.
Not selling, give away, and also possession. And
wow, you get 3 years for that?
Rush Limbaugh didn't do a damn.
If it was for the first crime, she would only get possession. But then they discovered she was giving out to her friends and so they threw the book at her.
She was distributing them.
That's the word.
Right, distributing.
See,
Limbaugh kept it all for himself.
Limbaugh wasn't distributing.
Yeah.
He bought it.
And the thing is, she was risen out for early possession, but she had the same judge that configured her, and he was put up with no nonsense.
I see.
Yeah.
Did you
get that?
Did you? Yeah, I saw it. Did you know she was using?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Why are you mad at Doug Goodstein? What's going on?
Doug Goodstein, two things.
I missed you.
And one is the at the Whack Pack Barn when we did. He said I stink, and I was with Marianne from Brooklyn. She said I didn't stink after all the time there.
Yeah.
But if
Elephant Boy got a bad...
if it was just that, I wouldn't mind.
Right.
But then I I've been getting complimentary service of Howard TV as a friend of the show.
Yes.
All of this Sunday, I saw my capable. I was being charged, and I want to know why. So I make an inquiry. No answer from there. I spoke to an associate docs. I emailed once or twice. Tell me what's going on. He said, we look into it. To doc, that is harassment. It's not like I've been tapping every day. What's going on? Every few days, if I didn't receive an answer.
They won't give you complimentary Howard TV?
No.
You're kidding.
No. So now.
Doug, give Elephant Boy complimentary Howard TV. What is that?
Yeah, you know what? If it just said because of the state of business, no.
Give him an answer.
There.
Doug,
Yeah.
why didn't you give Elephant Boy an answer? What are you doing?
I did give him an answer.
No,
What'd you
but
say?
he doesn't. He's like Jeff the drunk. He doesn't take no for an answer. You're hearing his side of the story.
I never got it because I sent copies of my emails Doc sent to me to Shirley, and no way the only answer I got is that we are looking into it.
Right.
And after a couple of days,
I looked into it.
And what
It's
happened?
not like you just hit a button. There's more. There's a lot of layers involved. And there's a lot of red tape involved.
Like I know that.
And I actually stopped looking into it after he became such a pain in the ass.
Well,
I'm
why?
not gonna bend over backwards for him when
Why?
he's just he calls like Jeff the drunk. He goes around the office and calls people.
Because
he
I
emails
have-
people.
He wants an answer.
That's why
I gave him an answer. I said we're looking into it. Relax. I'll show you the email.
Do you see how good Howard TV is? This guy's ready to have a mental breakdown. He can't get it.
Yeah, he's calling.
I said the first time
you should be
I
complimented.
look into it, I'll get it for you.
It's like
Relax.
heroin.
No.
Sit and wait, but he doesn't take that. And
Wait, like after a week or so, you say if you got business, if you need an answer, and you say you look into it, if nothing going on.
But Doug, and how long should it be resolved? I mean,
That's
Elephant Boy,
it.
you know,
Give
how
me-
long does he have to
I
wait?
really did look into it.
Yeah.
If that's-
Get him Howard TV.
No,
I will. I'll look into it.
Yeah,
and
don't
I
look
apologize.
into it, just get it for him.
He didn't stink at Bowling Beauties. He actually reeked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It wasn't a stink. It was beyond stink. It was
Marianne from Brooklyn didn't smell it.
Well, then her nose must have been clogged.
Were you the only one who smelled it?
No, I could fill this room up with everyone that was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's I stink to death. So it's
Go smell
nothing.
him. I'll smell you. No, you smell good. See? Actually, well,
He's doing the 3 sniff test.
Okay.
it's like a combination of BO and deodorant that's covering BO.
I would never win, so I fought it.
Well, you did admit to shitting yourself and then going to an event.
I admit to that.
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay,
gross.
but that's
Elephant
not.
Boy, I'll never understand because you seem like, aside from your elephant affliction voice, you seem like a pretty normal guy. And then you go to an appearance with Gary and you got shit running down your legs. And like that took me by surprise. Like that was not in
that's
character.
it.
That took you by surprise.
I got to tell you what else took me by surprise.
I was put in a situation I'm on the.
No, when
in
you shit-
respect, I
when you-
should just went away. But,
Yeah, when you shit your
But
pants, you
that
go
says
home.
something. It
Yeah.
says something when you just keep going.
Yeah, but I
You
have
have
to
bad
say-
judgment.
I second
At the least.
No, you really do because you're not retarded or anything.
No,
People
but
don't know that.
I do make mistakes.
You do. Well, you're not in jail at least.
Yeah,
It says you're grotesque, is what it says.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he shit his pants on the subway, and then he went to Gary's appearance and
Yeah,
like
no.
had shit down.
Yeah.
He had shorts on, and was like, there was shit running down his
Like
legs.
if I was going to my friend's wedding and I was best man at the wedding, I would have to turn around. I'd make some calls. Go, look, I shit myself and I got to go home first. You continue
Yeah.
to go to a Gary appearance.
Public appearance.
Hey, you know what? We should say it was Howard. It was outdoors at a car dealership. Like he wasn't missing a lot.
Right.
And then you wipe.
like I say, I haven't seen Gary in a long time, so I thought this
Wow.
go ahead, but yeah.
Maybe there's more to those Gary appearances than I know. They're really great.
Well,
He's just saying-
Gary is a nice guy.
He's just saying he hadn't seen Gary in a long time. That's why he continued to go.
He missed Gary.
And
No,
like Gary
I
would be
think
happy
because
to see his shit-filled self.
that wasn't my train of thought, but
And then you wiped your ass on the tarp. Remember? You wiped
my leg.
You wiped your. It was all
Yeah,
down
it
your
was-
leg.
you know.
And he smelled. I mean,
Yeah, you smelled. It was.
Yeah.
Do you remember the intern that was there? Some girl, Ashley. You remember her? How you made her stink?
Yeah, I think one of the interns.
But listen,
plap out to Gary.
Elephant Boy,
yeah.
that isn't even the reason why I
Yeah.
brought you in here. I know you want to meet Kurt Angle, but you got to do something to meet Kurt Angle. Here's what I'm thinking. The first thought was, and I don't even know that this makes sense, but we were going to sit Elephant Boy in here and tell Kurt Angle that Elephant Boy is a Make-A-Wish kid, and he got mouth-fucked by a gang when he was young.
And now that's why he talks like that?
Yeah, that's one thing. And then every time... But do you think Kurt Angle will really fall for that?
I wonder how much Elephant Boy would actually pay to get mouth fucked.
Anyway, okay, so here's the thought. We could ask Elephant Boy Kurt Angle questions, and he's an expert on wrestling and stuff, so he could probably answer everyone anyway. But for every question he gets right, he gets to sit at least 5 minutes with Kurt Angle. All right, so that could probably be, if he gets a couple right, he could be in here the whole appearance.
Right.
All right. For every question he gets wrong, he has to get 5 penis slaps to the face by Richard and Sal.
Oh, good.
Have they agreed to that?
Yeah.
I want to put it past those two.
All right.
Okay.
Or for everyone he gets wrong, he has to get teabagged by Richard and Sal. Which is worse?
I think...
Richard and Sal are having gay sex.
Yeah.
Either way.
But Elephant Boy actually doesn't mind getting a penis to the face.
No.
All right, I'll tell you what. How about this idea? Elephant Boy can sit in here with Kurt Angle, but every time he asks a question, we turn the Sybian on, and Elephant Boy has to ride the Sybian while he asks his question.
that one.
You like that?
I wouldn't want the Sybian.
No,
That's what we want.
It would do nothing for me.
I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. Just sit on it. See what happens. It's just funny to hear you on the Sybian ask Kurt Angle a question.
Oh, on the Sybian.
All right, the Sybian it is then.
Yeah. Oh, good grief.
All right, so while you're in here, you can be in here with Kurt Angle, but when we go to you and you have a question for Kurt Angle, we'll turn the Sybian on.
Oh, boy.
You have to ask it on the Sybian.
Right. I just hope you don't lose control of your bowel.
I don't think that would happen.
Right.
But, this is your show.
Right. You don't have to insert or anything.
How old is Elephant Boy now?
What do you think?
I'm going to say 50.
What do you think, Robin?
Yeah, I was going to say around 45, 50.
Yeah, well, my birthday is not 58, so I'm 50 and a quarter.
Wow.
50?
Yeah.
50's Elephant Boy, but he's always a boy. Elephant Boy.
He's still a boy.
You will never give me the moniker Elephant Man. So.
No, that's not you.
All right, Elephant Man. Go sit outside and wait for your Sybian ride with
God.
Kurt Angle. All right.
I'm really looking forward to it. Okay,
Why do you love Kurt Angle so much, by the way? Why was this so important to you?
No, wait, it's not just Kurt Angle. I was invited like a couple months ago for Ric Flair, but he canceled out. So when I heard that Kurt Angle was going on the show, I asked her if to take up on my rank.
Why do you love Kurt Angle?
Oh, Kurt Angle is one of the top wrestling stars today.
Right. Remember, Elephant Boy used to go to all the wrestling matches, and you were almost like in love with that one wrestler.
Yeah, Mick Foley.
Mick Foley. What happened to him?
Jack.
Cactus Jack.
Him too.
What were you? You had a mad crush on him.
No, not crush, because he.
Oh please! You were hanging around the locker room.
He was making business in the New York area, and I know from his reputation of being extreme, hardcore, that whenever you see him...
Hardcore. It's fake, right? You don't wrestle fake.
It is. I'm not giving enough of the business, but whether it's fake or real...
No, it's fake.
Okay, I agree.
Fake or real.
I'm agree with you, but Mick Foley, Kurt Angle gives 100% of himself.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I just like with a good actor, if you give me a good performance, I would be a fan of yours.
What is the most attractive? Who is the most attractive wrestler of all time? The most handsome. Who is the most handsome? As a guy who's dabbled in cock and balls.
No, I never look at wrestlers
bullshit.
Because they would beat me up.
Who's Who's the prettiest wrestler of all time? The sexiest, the one that you fantasize about.
I don't fantasize.
You're lying.
I don't.
Yes, you are.
There's maybe a younger Shawn Michaels, but not in a